Yeah, LTTV, Blunt Talk with LT, back at it with another video. All right, let's get right into this one. Okay, so we are carrying on where we left off from the last stream. Sorry, chat, just making sure everything is up and working in this stream. Shit, already. Okay, chat, 1 second. All right, make sure y'all hit the like button. We're going to get right into this one. Okay, so because y'all already know the circumstances, if y'all have not seen part 1, make sure y'all go see part 1. Just exit the live and go to part 1 because you're going to be lost for the intro for part 2 because we're not going to cover everything we covered in part 1. Now, we have the reaction to the Tasha K interview, but I want to give people a little time to get in here. Pause. So we're gonna react to this video from Common Sense, not Common Sense. What the hell am I talking about? Not Common Sense Ninja, wrong nigga. Confidence Creator. Shout out to Confidence Creator. We're gonna get into this video for a little bit of background and insight before we get into the Tasha K interview, so people are not lost and they know what's going on here. Because Anton has been dropping clues and hints and basically using Micca as a prop, acting like he doesn't know that he's making it quite obvious that he's clapping her cheeks. He's making it obvious, and if it's not happening, it's like, why would you do that? Why would you disrespect your relationship and her relationship as traditional conservative folks or grifters? But let's get into this chat. Hold up.
And pay for you. Don't ask shit to that I got a chick out here with me.
This clip was after Corey Hoke.
What if my shit?
Well, I'm not.
He tried to dirty Mac and tried to, you know what I'm saying? The nigga know I'm married, nigga know I got shit going on. Luckily for me, I do what the fuck I want to do and I don't worry about that shit because I got control over my situation. But what if my chick wasn't familiar with the fact that I got a chick out here with me? That I got a chick out here with me? That I got a chick out here with me?
This clip was after Corey Holcomb exposed that Anton tried to bring a woman to his podcast.
Hey, homie, all right, I'm out. Get your bitch ass the fuck on and walk over there with your bodyguard and your bitch, nigga. Walk over there with your bodyguard and your bitch. You prove my point. I got shit to do. You're right. Don't bring bitches up here, dog, that you ain't finna stand on. Right. Remember I told you that. If you got a bitch with you, explain the bitch. Don't ask her to be on my show, nigga. Can she be on the show? I don't know that bitch, nigga. Now get your whole ass the fuck on and pay for your pussy like you got to, cake ass nigga.
But no one believed Corey, and then Micca came out and told everybody it wasn't true.
Here's another very challenging question, but I have to ask you. I just have to ask you. Have you and Anton ever had sex?
No. Hold on. No.
You lying ass bitch.
And you said no, the lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Lying ruined my goddamn marriage. That's a lie. I cheated. Let's talk about it though. Let's figure it out.
But what if my chick wasn't familiar with the fact that I got a chick out here with me?
Anton said this right after he came from the Corey Holcomb show, before anybody really knew who Micca was. Anton, thinking about himself, just told the world that Micca was his side chick. And it's not because Anton isn't a liar, because a man that lacks integrity, he's definitely also a liar. And in my opinion, he's someone who would sell his soul.
$100 million, you can have my soul.
That's you. Now we know your character.
So Anton told the world that Micca was one of his chicks because Anton only cares about Anton. He's a bag chaser, right? He cares about money and clout. He doesn't care about how this might make his side chick, who's married, look, or how his daughter might feel about him cheating on her mom, or his wife, who we talked about in this video. He definitely doesn't care about how crazy this makes his wife look. Not because her husband's a cheater. Listen, spouses cheat.
Now,
it's
this
wrong,
is the thing.
But
This is the thing. He doesn't care about how he makes his wife look because his wife doesn't care about how he makes his wife look. We have to go back into the commentary. This is why you have to lead in with things like this, because
The husband.
Okay.
She did say that. And I said, well, where is this husband? I don't see him nowhere on this Instagram.
I think that all content is good content.
There
is nobody that has ever touched my wife. Ever.
Okay.
Ever.
That would give the
Hear it from him. All content is good content.
image or perception that there's some disrespect going on in your relationship. Don't you feel that Anton is bigger than that and he doesn't?
This is when Tasha K is questioning his wife. Disrespecting the relationship because it appears, it's evident on camera. You're displaying it. You showed a hotel room and you said it's all business, right? It's always business. The worst, this is why he tells on Micca so bad in this. Because Micca's excuse for the reason why she's saying it was good for her husband to hear, or she was clear and transparent with her husband when she told and she posted the picture of her and Anton at the game. She said it was all good because it was all business and they were barely courtside and they were doing business there and blah, blah, blah. All the bullshit lies that everybody knew. But she said it was business. Anton left her hanging. Anton in this, not one part did he say it was business. He spoke about being at the ball game with Micca. He didn't say there was a business dealing there. He didn't say there was any business meetings. He just said, oh yeah, and moved on. We're going to hear it. But as it relates to Rita,
Needs to create content like that, or is that okay with you?
Honestly, I don't even think about it because I don't follow that type of stuff.
I don't even think about it, so I don't follow that type of stuff. So is she even aware of what's going on with Anton when he has Rita in a Micca in a hotel? She's trying to play oblivious to the entire situation. Like she's unaware of it. She fully trusts what Anton's doing. Everything is just entertainment, all this bullshit. We know she's aware. You're booking flights with Micca to California. She's not there. She's aware. She knows what's going on. She's friends with all these women. If she's friends with all these women when they're getting dogged out in the media and she doesn't give a shit, she claims to be detached from all this. She doesn't care about any of this. It doesn't affect her. So if it doesn't affect your wife, how is your daughter so traumatized? Whoa! He was setting himself up for a lawsuit against Corey Holcomb, talking about his daughter was traumatized from all this. Your wife doesn't watch any of this. She doesn't know anything. She's in bliss. She doesn't know any that you're running around acting like you are with all the women that you employ. See, there's also the boss-employee dynamic here with the women he employs. He was talking about he's supposed to sign Micca. You're supposed to sign Micca, but you're in the hotel with Micca. Bro is walking through the hotel, making it known. Through the hotel room, making it known that he's getting comfortable there. He has a change of clothes on the bed. The bed sheets are ruffled and shit. This nigga brushing his teeth, jumping out the shower while Micca's doing the live stream. It's like, come on, man. You think that's appropriate business? It was on a business trip. Why doesn't she have her separate hotel room where she can stream and you can stream? Why are y'all in the same room? Where are y'all spouses? But this is business.
I think that Micca is getting slandered, and I don't think that she deserves the slander that she's getting. But as far as the content goes, I don't think about it because I don't care. Like, I don't care.
She don't deserve the Micca's getting slandered. Micca doesn't deserve the slander she's getting. Listen, as a married wife, or a married woman, I should say a married wife. What the hell? As a married woman, would you ever be caught in a hotel room with another man? Would you be floorside or courtside, floor tickets at a basketball game with another man, Rita? Would you think that's acceptable? So the backlash that she's getting, do you think it's backlash or slander? What are we doing out here? Slander? Come on, man.
People say about me.
But perception.
I don't care.
And she doesn't care. She doesn't care what people say about her. She doesn't care what Anton does. So Rita's not a victim in this. Everyone's talking about free Rita, Anton doing X, Y, and Z. She chooses to turn the other cheek. She says she's sorry, she feels bad for the slander that Micca's getting. No, you don't. You don't give a shit. She's a side chick, man. What are we doing out here?
People think about me because I know the truth and I know what happens in our marriage.
She knows the truth, but she doesn't watch any of the content. So you claim that you don't watch any of the content. Everybody can see what you can't see, but you know the truth.
Our relationship, and that's all that matters to me. Like what people say and think, I could care less.
You're saying
No.
it's okay for you to be insecure because it's normal. I'm saying that you need to get over that shit so that you can have a more fulfilling life.
Get over the insecurity so you can have more fulfilling life. See, it's not a surprise that Anton would sell out his wife, his daughter, himself. He sold out his community. Tap dancing and pandering for a community that's not his, that don't give a fuck about him. It's not a surprise.
You come from the situation that a lot of...
Okay, so let's get back into why didn't I take a timestamp? What the hell am I doing with this reaction?
Might feel about him cheating on her mom or his wife, who we talked about in this video. He definitely doesn't care about how crazy this makes his wife look. Not because her husband's a cheater. Listen, spouses cheat. It's wrong, but they do. But you got on the internet and told the world. That's the embarrassing part. That's not normal.
My bad, Chad.
Regardless of how famous you are. That shows you don't care. I mean, look at you. You're still almost a month later after this happened, and you're still talking about how you want the fade.
And the fade is still available if he wants it. No, that's the honest to God truth.
Can we get the boxing match
That's
set up
the
in
honest to God.
Miami?
If he wants to get his diabetic out here, and that's on everything. All of this talking on the internet, we know he cracked jokes because that's a defense mechanism.
People on the internet say they don't do this internet shit, but then proceed to do internet shit because it brings attention. And Anton does everything for clout. But let's stay on topic because in the same live stream, Micca looks like she's been drinking and like she's just finished getting her back blown out. Hair all messed up.
I'm not assuming she broke.
Yeah, so Anton was on the panel for a while. He was speaking after what happened with Corey Holcomb, going off, talking his shit. He kept looking to the side like he knew somebody else was in the room. And then she popped up. Hair all a mess, drunk as hell.
Hey, look like you. What is your hair doing? Because you look like you just. What's up, girl? You been
Notice someone on the panel says, "What's up with your hair?" And Micca claims she just got upstairs so people don't think they're staying in the same room because it's 2 to 3 a.m. and she's in another man's hotel room even though she's married.
I know you fucking lying.
When this live...
Now, Manosphere men. I remember when there was the Me Too shit going on, and they're always, the Manosphere specifically, they'll be like, why are you in another man's hotel room at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. if you're not trying to send on the cheeks? Because women will be in hotel rooms talking about they're getting assaulted, and it's like, why are you in the hotel room of a man if you're not trying to get your cheeks clapped? So, the same question goes to Micca. Why are you drunk at 2, 3 a.m. in another man's hotel room if you're not there to get your cheeks clapped?
Oh my God!
Business, y'all motherfuckers are on StreamYards. Y'all can pick up any motherfucking phone device and go like this from your room. You could have had your own room and you could have been on the StreamYard set up like this. You don't need a laptop. You don't need anything. Everybody has a cell phone. So that's some bullshit.
Stream was filmed, the Anton versus Corey beef was just going viral. So no one even thought to ask what you and Anton got going on. But Micca probably would have lied anyways. I don't know why she keeps lying because Anton already admitted that she's one of his chicks.
You was the shooter. Man, I'm just letting you know what the streets saying. I'm out here in the LA streets right now.
You shot the sheriff.
Yeah, they were like, man, Micca was the shooter, cuz.
Josh, no, man, I just came upstairs. Josh, no, man, I just came upstairs. Josh, no, man, I just came upstairs.
House of Hoops also noticed that Anton showered and changed while they were still on live stream.
The nigga Anton was preparing to jump in the motherfucking shower while she was on screen. You don't believe me?
Okay, he got his own platform going. He got his own thing going. So it should be fine.
I
Nigga
think
just walking by
a
brushing
lot of
his
you
teeth and
guys
shit.
Are
What you finished doing?
1,000% unable to be impartial on what you saw and or heard.
Big shit. I don't want to hear that shit, nigga.
Nigga conveniently moved the camera so you can see the bed and this nigga draws on the bed. Like, what the hell is going on, bruh? And he grabs his...
What y'all didn't notice, he had the white shirt on. He took the white shirt off. Nigga went in the restroom, started brushing his teeth, walking around. He want to be seen. It's like he want to be seen that he's in this moment with her. You go throw your clothes on the bed, them drawers. He throw his drawers on the bed and whatever, his little pajama shorts or some shit.
That's facts. That is absolute facts. This nigga's trying to be seen. That's why when this dumbass nigga's talking about Corey Holcomb snitched on him, Corey Holcomb trying to dirty Mac, Corey Holcomb X, Y, and Z, just blaming Corey Holcomb, pointing the finger. Oh, niggas ain't supposed to do that. It's the culture now. Since when? I understand women are reporting on it, but men, it's part of the culture now. It's like, bro, you're doing this? And then you're pointing the finger at others, acting like you're the victim. You're making it obvious you're trying to be seen as this nigga. He got clowned for years on the panels because he was a person that married his high school sweetheart. He was known to only be with one woman the same way she was with one man. So that's what the stigma was for Anton Daniels. So when he would go back and forth with folks on relationship advice, niggas would be like, shut that shit up, nigga. You've only ever been with your wife. You don't know shit about dating. He would say he doesn't believe in dating, and people were like, yeah, we know you've only been with your wife. So niggas would cook him. So he wanted to rebrand himself as this nigga that's clapping all these cheeks out here.
Who the clappers out? Oh my God!
Talking to all the women on his panel. And it's been for years now. Years he's been trying this. He's been trying this rebrand. I'm talking about when he first popped up, he was like a square. Then he tried to rebrand. So from like 2019, 2020, 2021. But like later on, after that time, he's been trying to rebrand and trying to talk to all the women on his panel. We've heard from Jazz Noel from part 1, when she gave her confession about Anton sliding in her DMs, talking about he wants to fly her out, but not being specific about what. Not sounding business related. He's talking about let's have some fun. So he's been trying this with other panelists, but clearly he's been successful with Micca in bringing her into the limelight. So either, whether they fucked or not, he's making it look like they fucked. He's trying his best to make it appear that way by doing such things that are definitely unbecoming of married folks, that have other folks looking at y'all weird. Like, what are y'all really doing? You're making it look this way purposely. So when folks call you out, how the hell are, like, come on, man.
Just to pick it up on camera, he winded down. About to go jump in the shower.
Same day, same room, he showered and then switched shirts.
They're braided, right?
Nigga, I don't give a fuck, nigga. Nigga, my haircut, if my barber ain't talking to me, my hair could 25 minutes.
And as a married man, I've seen enough. She's guilty. But y'all need more proof. So let's talk about you, Micca, because you also lack integrity and lie about a lot of things, including this picture.
Why would you edit this particular picture to make...
This was pathetic. This was pathetic. This was the biggest PR stunt to try to save face, and it went left. It went left. She put extra lighting on the backlight here to cover up the hand, like niggas would not see that. When I first saw that, I'm like, is that another picture? So you have 2 pictures like that? But I'm like, wait a minute, this is Photoshop. You motherfucker. You tried it. You tried it.
Learn the rules.
So you look way more guilty. It looks... If you left it the way you left it and you tried to explain it and gaslight the way you tried to gaslight for every other highlighted incident, it would have worked a little bit better than you trying to straight up Photoshop the picture. Now you look guilty as fuck. Now you look like you're covering your tracks. What was wrong with this picture? It was so bad that you had to Photoshop it, and then he put up the Photoshop version. So it shows that he's in on this PR scheme. He said he met your husband. Do you even have a husband, ma'am?
You're a victim.
Here we go, CSI.
She moves like she's single, like she's been clout chasing for years. They're talking about this bracelet. They're saying that, who's that? House of Hypocrites? I believe he's talking about this bracelet, saying that Anton bought her this bracelet on her hand. I'm not sure about that. I don't really know the significance of that. We already know that Anton's paying for the pussy.
I'll just pay for the pussy, okay.
So it's like, come on, man.
This imagery look lesser of a problem.
I remember seeing that first picture and immediately thinking about the Drake quote.
Drake?
You know that one Drake song?
And I know them type of hugs. Same shit I do to women when I know I used to fuck.
Hand right above that ass. But Micca, you made that hand disappear. And you see, here's the problem, Micca.
The reason why I'm questioning the husband, because we already know about the husband. The information's already been sent. The man has deleted his social media. Now, when folks are saying that he may not be a person that's trying to be out there for social media, he had his Instagram. He's been taking pictures with UFC fighters and other celebrities like that. Not many, as like Micca's been, but he has those. She's not on his Instagram. He had a YouTube channel. He has a multimedia company, a small multimedia company. So he's trying to do this media shit. She's talked about he was upper echelon, he was this business, but she basically lied about his occupation. I can't remember what she said, but she lied. If he was really upper echelon, like she said, and he was doing so well as a multimedia business owner, you should be able to put her on the main stage because you're in media as well. But this was so detrimental to his image that he deleted the videos on his YouTube. He deleted the YouTube, can't find his Instagram.
Delete the video, delete the video, delete the video.
It's that bad. It's that bad.
Only submit to one man. You can only stay in pocket for one man.
So if thinking about all this, thinking about their marriage going to shit, if they even have a marriage, because Lee in the chat pointed out that she only had an engagement ring on. She had no actual wedding band, just the engagement ring. So it's like, are you actually married? Are you just engaged? Her situation has always been murky because she hasn't been explaining it properly. She's been lying through her teeth. She says she's been married all her life, as if that's possible. Then she switched and said all her adult life, and then she wouldn't tell anybody her age or the duration of the marriage. Just lying through her teeth. You can't trust folks like this.
As Anton's representation,
thank you.
We want to say that we went to the 5150 program to have an educated conversation. The conversation took a left turn, and we decided to use our judgment. And
let me say this also,
sir.
Let me say this also.
See, that the main significance of the bracelet would be, bitch, you got a man. Bitch, you married. Bitch, you wearing that bracelet everywhere. What are we doing? You wearing it here? You're wearing it on Tasha K? You're wearing it on your own show? I don't know. No one watches your show. But you're wearing it everywhere. So I would think that, when I even asked what is the significance of that, what the hell was I thinking? Obviously, that's a violation. If he bought her that bracelet. Like, what the hell are we doing out here? Man, that new weed's strong, man.
Stay off the weed.
Micca stayed in pocket. She followed my lead. She ain't do none of that. She ain't trip. She
followed your lead. She stayed in pocket. I said this in part 1. That's somebody else's wife, sir. She followed your lead. She stayed in pocket. She said she was under your covering.
Said, yo, I'm rolling with you, and that's the end of the conversation. She ain't say one word. She just kept it moving. That's how women are supposed to move. They're not supposed to do all of the extra shit and all of that. You follow the lead of the person you're with.
You did this. You follow the lead of the person you with, sir. You work together. What the fuck? Follow the lead of the person you with. She's married, sir. Y'all are in a hotel room.
Oh my God!
You're married. What if your wife was in a hotel, fresh off of Corey Holcomb, where Corey Holcomb was telling somebody else to explain the bitch, and the bitch was your wife? And then she was in a hotel room and then the man that she was with talking about, oh yeah, she followed my lead. She was under my covering, yada, 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 whatever the fuck you said, nigga. Like, you see how dumb this shit sounds? This nigga acting like Micca's his wife or something. Like, what are we doing out here?
Facts. You don't say nothing. You don't get out of pocket. You don't do none of that. You jump in the middle. Move with the person that you move with. That's it.
This is poor pussy management at best, because why are you following the lead of somebody who doesn't give a shit about you? And you supposed to be a conservative, right?
She's not a conservative. She's a grifter. She's about the clout. She's standing next to anybody with a platform, anybody with some fame, all the celebrities in the world. She's a clout demon. She's exactly what you call a clout demon. That's why she stumbled upon Anton Daniels, the other clout demon.
Oh! I am Hispanic, and the deporter-in-chief is still 6 million plus Barack Obama.
I'm Hispanic and I vote for Mr. Trump. We vote for Mr. Trump! Yes!
She sounds just like that lady. Micca, if you watching, I just want you to say this.
Beyond betrayed. They used us.
That's right. The first step is admitting that Anton used you.
Yeah, like, do you like the controversy? Like,
yeah, it's great marketing. It's phenomenal marketing.
yeah. Okay. So
You are phenomenal marketing.
So deal with it, nigga. It's phenomenal marketing. Deal with the ramifications and the results. Don't be crying about niggas making reaction videos and shit, calling your bitch ass out. Deal with it, nigga. It's great marketing and promo, right? What the fuck did I say?
Oh!
It's great marketing and promo, right? So live with the results of your actions, sir. Unaccountable dweebs.
You know how much more valuable I become when I bring Micca with me to play?
The fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? You become more valuable when you bring Micca with you places? What happened to your wife, sir? Did she see this? She getting dogged out on the regular, but you said, hey, don't be insecure. These are the trade-offs, right? You chasing that bag, so you're selling your soul, man. You sold out your community for Pearl, cooned it up for Fox News, selling out your wife, crying in agony about your daughter. Bro, you a victim, man. You a victim.
You're a victim.
Places, man, you wouldn't believe the amount of doors that I get in as a result of it.
You get more doors opened with Micca than your wife. You have a wife, sir. How does your wife feel about this? Second rate? You said, oh, she gets hated on because she's dark-skinned. But then you proceed to hit on Jazz to try to get Jazz in Detroit. Jazz is dark-skinned. Trying to get visibility with Jazz. She's dark-skinned. What's the issue? So you get a woman that's or a light-skinned woman. Well, she's not that light, but Mika's on the lighter side. Is it skin complexion, or do you think that these women are far more attractive than your wife, so more doors open? Is that what you're saying? In other words, because you're implying it.
You know how much more valuable I become when I bring Micca with me to play?
How do you become more valuable when you bring Micca? Why don't you bring your wife? Is your wife not valuable? Because that's what you're saying. For the idiots in the back. Not people in my chat. I'm talking about his dumbass people that believe this shit. The people that are in his Patreon right now.
Nasty bitch.
I'm looking at all them niggas like...
LT checked him. LT said,
You dumbass sons of bitches, man. What's wrong with you niggas, man? You paying for this nigga to get rich so he could tell you niggas is broke, laugh at you, and talk about how rich he is? As he parades around another nigga's wife, acting like he's clapping her cheeks.
Oh, my God.
Same zesty nigga that's flirting with the booty warrior. The only man that took the interview with Fleece Johnson. Fleece Johnson was trying to hit on this nigga, talking about he would take his cheeks if he was in jail. What the fuck are we talking about, bruh? This nigga?
Places, man, you wouldn't believe the amount of doors that I get in as a result of it.
Yeah, he used you. And to the haters, I'm an independent. I call out bullshit on both sides. But you being used like...
Nah, man. Confidence creator, shout out to you, but you needed to call out that point. You needed to call out that point because he's talking about getting more doors opened with Micca. He has a wife. So you're implying that Mika's more attractive than your wife. And she's opening doors because she's glowing while you walk with her while your wife is, what? Second rate? That's what you're saying, sir. I'm being polite. I'm not going to dish your wife. You did enough.
This Micca got me thinking, are you even conservative or are you just a grifter? And apparently, while editing this video, O'Shea said the same thing.
Wrong with Micca's YouTube channel, she doesn't really have strong opinions. She's not necessarily so talented on the right, let me just say, as a person that's supposed to be a conservative. She doesn't really go deep or delve deep into topics, which to me would seem like this conservative ideology base she has is a grift. She would have a hard time really putting her thoughts together and relating it to the black community, at least the things that I've seen.
So she's Hispanic.
Ain't no black.
I'm Dominican. I'm Puerto Rican. I know black. Be looking just like me.
Sounds like O'Shea actually watched her content, but I came to the conclusion by looking at her social media. So I scrolled down your page, celebrities everywhere, not a husband in sight, no family pictures, no wedding photos, no nothing. But I did find your rap video.
Is this the actual instrumental of the video? Am I gonna get a copyright with this? What is this? Now, one thing I did notice, because I was looking for that ring during this performance, and I did see the ring on her finger. It seems to appear to be the same ring. To me, I do believe she was married for some years, because the embarrassment that her man feels, her husband, the fact that he deleted his YouTube and his social media, running, hiding from folks, it's like that level of embarrassment. He doesn't want to be attached to her. I don't know if the divorce is, I don't know if he filed already. I think this is
That song says, bounce that ass, get the bag, get the bag. Spoken like a true conservative with values.
Nigga, please.
So you know what I was thinking?
You must think I'm a hoe.
What? Why you frontin'? Let that nigga
Anton Bone.
I know I look better than that nigga.
No, stupid. That's not what I was thinking.
Stick together. Pause.
I'm around beautiful women all the time at work. Listen, I'm not perfect, but I don't entertain that kind of energy. So, fellas, you got a good woman at home, you can start being a good man today. But to the homies that are single, I mean, she let that nigga hit, and I'm pretty sure you probably look better than him. All jokes aside, Micca.
Stick together. Pause.
I was thinking, are you a conservative grifter like your favorite artist, Nicki Minaj? I may have to mute that clip, but I'll leave the half twerking in.
Bro didn't mute the clip, yo. God damn it, I'm gonna have to make sure this don't get copyright. All this damn music, man.
I'm sure the fellas will appreciate it, and it will help my video retention.
Nah, I think it was like 2 seconds. I think he did his due diligence. This is an upload. Confidence creator knows what the fuck he's doing.
But Micca, I saw this clip.
These are Realist TV. We got Micca and we got Key in the house this morning. What's going on?
Gray and white?
Yeah.
And then you made this comment on this situation, defending a gold digger?
Excuse me, the news of the divorce comes after TMZ reported they owed $1.1 million in unpaid taxes. Now, Jeanette, I was talking about this in the newsroom with one of our writers, and she said, doesn't really help those gold digger accusations.
Well, there's that. They might have a point. What do you all think?
They said the relationship's broken, or is he just broke? That's what I'm thinking. He's just broke. That's what it is. And
so is that when you dip?
Yeah, that's when you dip. And then you ask for physical custody. That way I can continue getting a little bit of pots that you do have.
No, y'all laying out the strategy.
I think if we add the sprinkle, that would sound like something Shira said. The gold diggers would love it, and maybe this is the reason why you move the way you move, Micca. You move so crazy, me and O'Shea were questioning if you were even married.
Are you married, Micca?
Micca don't talk about relationships.
Oh, okay.
Now, sir, let's try that again.
If you were even married.
Are you married, Micca?
Micca don't talk about relationships.
All due respect, shut the hell up. I don't want to hear that.
Bro, they asked Micca a question. Is she married? Why is your bitch ass responding and answering the question? She don't speak about her relationships. What the fuck is this? Are you her man? Are you her handler? What the hell? Weird ass nigga.
Oh, okay. I just thought it seemed you.
Then he does this corny ass smirk. Yo, what's wrong with this nigga? Who is this nigga, man?
Wallahi al-azim, you are gay. Don't say this to me. Wallahi, you are gay.
I mean,
I look like it?
No.
Do I look married?
I mean, I don't. Yeah. I mean, I hear the way you talk and I hear the way you carry yourself. So I just wanted to know, based on the conversations you have. Yeah, because Anton, he speak from because he's married, and then Quentin, he be in the street, so he got a perspective. So it's like, okay, Micca, is she married or she's single, because it can give us understanding of where you're coming from when you speak. I feel ya. Okay.
No substance ass.
That nigga Micca don't answer no questions about nothing.
I was like, did I bother her by asking that? Okay.
Looking forward to hearing from you. I gotta check in with you real quick because you've been out partying since you've been away from your second home.
I have.
Your second home, nigga, what? Since you've been away from your second home, tell on yourself some more. But this is the nigga that hates niggas that tell people, the women that they're sleeping with. I don't fuck with that shit, but I ain't doing what this nigga doing. I could say that shit chest out. You ain't gonna see me doing this dustiness. The fuck is this, bruh?
Out partying since you've been away from your second home.
I've been Oh, yes, I have. I have a little bit.
Where'd you
fun, though.
Where'd you
So have you ever been married before?
Yes, I'm married now.
How long have you been married?
I've been married pretty much all my life.
Your husband approves of your work relationship with Anton?
Yes, my husband knows of every work relationship that I have, period.
Is your husband on your IG?
No.
First of all, she lied. She had to tell her husband about the game after she was already at the game and flew into Detroit, so that's a lie.
I'm getting rich.
She said in her other interview she was unsure if she's told her husband about the game before or after the fact. And if you're unsure about that, we know you told him after the fact, and you told him. You didn't ask him. You didn't say if it was okay or whatever. You didn't consider any of that. You just did it. You went courtside. And your man Anton in the Tasha K interview, he sold you out. He didn't say anything about business. He was talking about, yeah, we courtside. This is what we do. Shout out to Darren P with the $2 super chat. Let's get it.
Again, my IG is strictly for business. I don't put my personal life on my IG.
She asked Micca, how long you been married? She says, I've been pretty much married for my entire life.
Boy, you don't sit your stupid ass down. Who the f*** you think you is?
So who says that? Like, if you're really married, why don't you say how long you been married? Like, I've been married for 10 years. I got married in 1999. So you've been married for your entire life. So since you were 5, you were married at 6 years old. Was your husband 30 and then you were 6? So how do you even respond to that? Now, Micca is probably no older than 36 or 37. No older than 40. So to get married and been married.
Yeah, that's some Floyd Wallace Jr. shit. That's why he's locked up in Brazil. That's filthy. That 30 to 6 shit. Yeah, that's some grossness. That passport bro Floyd. Yikes. Now, she's actually 39. She's 39. Yeah, far pictures, makeups, filters, they all help. I'm not saying she would look old without them, but people sometimes are like, oh my God, I thought she was so much younger. And it's like, well, look at her other, I'm not even going to say nothing. I'm not going to let's just move on.
Entirely your whole life, which would mean a few things. You've been married your entire life since you were young, 16, 17. You've been married multiple times, or you are lying about the status with your marriage.
And I thought you really weren't married, but then I remember your old coworker said he met your husband.
But for full transparency, I think the public should know that I used to be your executive producer for a show that I walked away from. Because I have a personal relationship with you and your husband, I know you guys outside of the work that I've done with you.
So I'm speculating.
To be honest, man, I don't know, man. I don't know.
But I think you got an older husband. And as someone who's got experience being the side guy for women with older husbands, I know how these marriages work. You see, when I was single, I dated married women like you all the time. And I pray that karma never comes back to me. But
when you were single, you were dating married women, bro?
I was dating married women, and they had older men who paid all their bills. And my young ass supplied that
long dick.
And I know you'd be cool with that situation because you said this.
Size matters to a point, but not really, because if the pockets is bigger, I don't care.
If the pockets are bigger,
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Hey, yo, what the hell? That's some Joy Taylor shit. That is some Joy Taylor shit. Joy Taylor said some shit just like that. Y'all know Joy Taylor, FS1? Got on FS1 based on the... Oh, my God! Not the qualification. She slept her way up to the top. She admitted it. Chest out. I mean, boobs out. She's just out there. Damn, now she's admitting the same shit?
with that situation because you said this.
Size matters to a point, but not really, because if the pockets is bigger, I don't care.
If the pockets are bigger, you don't care because you'll just get it from somewhere else. So my guess is you probably got an older husband at home, just like Shira 7 did. And no disrespect to her husband, I heard he recently passed away, but Micca, you probably got an older husband who doesn't use social media like that or keep up with you, which is why he didn't see how you were moving on the internet until you went viral for letting another married man blow your back out. And then brag about how you were his side chick on the internet.
Now, she doesn't have an older husband, like a old husband, like how Shira 7 had, R.I.P. to her husband. He allegedly has the media company Watson Media. Some say that he was a personal trainer as well because he's in pictures with these professional fighters. I'm not sure of his occupation. He's hid his YouTube and his Instagram. He wants no parts of this. So...
Anton was on his John Jones shit, and Micca was like,
Well, can you tell people that I didn't sleep with you for an interview?
I'm not gonna lie to you.
And Micca's husband, if you're watching, sir, this was all preventable because the signs were there.
Let me ask you a question. If I had met you some time ago, you think we would be in a relationship? Why not?
Because you were broke and had no clout. And according to Micca,
Broke boys don't deserve no pussy. I know that's right.
Copyright? No?
Toxic. Why not? Because I'm toxic? Because I'm toxic.
And I'm pretty sure this is from the deleted episode, season 2, episode 148. I don't know if this is from this one, but I don't know because... No, I don't think this is is this the deleted footage? Because there's more in the episode. They deleted the footage. They say this is just for content, but they deleted this footage. And look at this weird ass motherfucker. Like, what is this?
Your love is your love.
I don't think I'm like people like with your personality type. I don't think I'm like fun enough.
No, that's not. No, that's because that's what you keep saying to me. Oh my God.
My personality type is too boring.
That's not what but see, you changing.
What? I answered the question.
But what about the conversations that we had previously though?
The conversations that you had previously, like off air in private, what are you talking about, nigga? Like, what part of the game is this? What part of the game is this? You calling out Corey Holcomb for being a snitch? What is he snitching on? What part of the game is this, sir?
Which one?
You just was different.
Listen, if I'm Micca's husband, after hearing this discussion, my wife would have received instructions to never speak to you again. And at this point, if y'all were already smashing, Anton clearly was falling in love.
Expound. What you mean?
The first time that we was in the car, when we first talked.
The first time when you was in the car and you first talked, this has nothing to do with business. That is personal. Anton threw her under the bus in the Tasha K interview. Once again, we're going to listen to that in about 2 minutes, not even. She said that they're not friends, but then she's on tape saying that they're friends. And then Anton talking about, I call her regularly. We're friends. Oh, but they're just co-workers in the other interview. She's double talking like a motherfucker.
Quiet the entire time.
But then you explained to me why you was quiet.
That's correct.
You quiet for a different reason now.
What part of the game is this? Why is this nigga moping and groaning and you quiet for another reason now? It's like, bro, what the fuck is going on? If you don't get this bitch ass nigga the fuck out of here.
I was quiet the entire time.
But then you explained to me why you was quiet.
That's correct.
You quiet for a different reason now.
What?
You quiet for a different reason now. We supposed to be better than this. We supposed to be better than what we are.
That's the first honest thing Anton has ever said.
You don't agree?
No, because I'm a great friend.
No.
I am a great friend.
There's the confession to being a friend. Double talk.
All the time.
What happened?
You?
No, that's not true. We'll talk about it later.
No, he says, we're supposed to be better than this. And she then says, she is a great friend. But, Micca, that is very different than what...
Now, if you're her husband, how do you allow this to persist? I know you don't want to have to be like looking all over this shit and watching all the shows and shit, but it's like she's only on 2 days a week. On like, how do you watch this and allow this to persist? For the look, for the money? You selling out that badly? You think this shit is all just entertainment? You don't think she's getting her cheeks clapped in these hotels, nigga? You allowing your bitch to get flown across the fucking country, nigga? What is wrong with these niggas? What the fuck is wrong with these niggas? Who raised these niggas? Who are these niggas? Like, so many questions.
He said on the talk perspective.
How long have you and Anton been business partners or friends?
We're business partners. And
so you're not a friend, because I don't want to provide language that's inaccurate.
That's why I changed it.
Yeah.
We're business partners, absolutely.
That's why you changed it, because you a lying ass bitch. The fuck are we talking about? Yo, I'm tired of this goddamn reaction in their dumbass relationship. Fuck, man.
You're not friends?
No.
Okay.
Friends would imply that we hang outside of business.
Not necessarily. Well, yes.
They both lie a lot. One day, they're friends. One day, they're business partners. One day, Anton's faithful. One day, he's a trick, flying hoes out. One day, Micca's married. One day, she's a side chick. At this point, who's gonna be an honest friend and tell the audience the truth? Don't switch the subject.
No, this is the problem, though. This is the problem. Sometimes two things can be true. Sometimes she can be a married side chick. Sometimes that can happen. Sometimes he's a married side nigga because she's married too. It's just all around filthy work. That's why this nigga's breaking down talking about, oh, we could be better. It's like, yo, if you don't get your bitch ass the fuck out of here, man.
Well, I'm going to be a great friend, and we're going to go to Super Chats.
There was a lot of awkward silences that I edited out, but y'all are on a panel boo loving, and I was uncomfortable watching it, so I can't imagine being one of the people on the panel seeing it live. But anyways, that's all I got for you. And if you haven't seen, wow.
All right, man. Shout out to Confidence Creator, but we are... The hell did I move? What is this shit? Oh, you guys can't see that. Okay, hold up, chat. You're getting right back into this interview, man. Let's listen to this nigga. Okay, before we get into that, real quick.
All of that tough talk he talk on the internet, social media, all of that preaching he do, like...
If it's all content and it's all fake, why did you strike Platinum Elite's channel? Platinum Elite sending 2 super chats, totaling $60, talking about Anton struck his channel for a reaction. So that's the problem. Now let's get into the Tasha K interview as he throws Micca under the bus by not corroborating her story by saying the exact opposite of everything she said in her interviews. This is bad, man. This is bad. He thought he was doing her a solid, and I'm like, bro, this isn't consistent. This is like when two motherfuckers get pulled into the interrogation room and they're different rooms, but they want to be rats and they want to tell the stories, but they want to fabricate tales and they tell 2 different stories, and then the cops are looking at these niggas like, bro, these stories ain't matching, nigga. These stories ain't matching, and you niggas is talking, and we writing this down. This is gonna screw you niggas when it's pause, when it's time for your trial. So it's one of those ones, and it's time for his trial. So let's get it.
I got my team to reach out to you. Micca came to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my homegirl.
Pop culture.
That's the homegirl, not the business associate, not your employee that you were trying to sign. That's the homegirl.
Micca.
Yeah.
Pop culture Micca, so thirsty. She reached out to Tasha K. She's getting cooked so badly online. Everything's looking horrible for her. End of career. That clout chase coming to an end. The clout demon is worried. She reached out to Tasha K. Shit went left again. Again. She thought it was gonna go smooth. Nope. Again.
And she had a manager hit me. I was like, why does somebody with 50,000 followers have a manager?
Trying to look like a celebrity. Trying to look like somebody so you get a manager. You're going to pay a manager at 50,000 subscribers. You ain't making money like that to get a manager. Your overhead going to look ridiculous. You're going to be famous and dusty. There's nothing worse than being a household name, a known face, famous everywhere. Everybody knows you, but you broke. So you can't maneuver famous and you're stuck living like everybody else.
I was like, where they do that at? What'd she do?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to Google, like, I'm talking to my team, why does she have a manager and an agent? I ain't seen her in no more. What'd she do? And she was like, well, I'm labeled as, Anton Daniel's side chick, and I'm...
Did she lead with that? She's asking, what does she do? Well, what did she lead with that? There's no...
Nobody's side chick. I was like, okay, cool, no problem. I said, give her the interview.
Yeah.
So then she backed up.
Yeah, that's how she gets the interview, right? Yeah, she's this nigga's side chick, so that's why Tasha K is like, there's enough of a story here. Then she backed out.
Up a little bit. She was
Why?
like, she was supposed to do it, then she made up an excuse, and then made up another excuse. I told her, I said, hey, Anton's coming on the platform on Wednesday. We need to get you before, because otherwise the story's gonna die down. You came to me, I didn't come to you.
Right.
Right? The internet is slaughtering her name right now.
Absolutely.
Right now.
But I think it's unjustified because, well, I mean, you know what the internet is, right?
You think it's unjustified? Seeing all the things that he did to set her up. That's why it's good to play a little bit of a reminder so folks get it in their mind, like this is not no innocent motherfucker. This nigga's been doing this shit purposely. So he's talking about unjustified. It's like y'all are two married people parading around as traditional conservative folks, moving like anything but traditional conservative folks that are married.
First of all, I have to take a little bit of responsibility for that because I'm infamous right now. And it's for a lot of different reasons. One of the reasons I think is because of my political perspective, and that don't sit well with the black community.
Your political perspective doesn't sit well with the black community, or your excessive cooning doesn't sit well with the black community. A 5-year-old autistic child was called a nigger by a white woman. You stood up for the white woman talking about black fatigue. Pearl got on her racist shit, was cooked by everybody, including, well, some of the black manosphere stood up for her too, some of those coons. But you stood up for her too, Strike. The list is so long. The fight with the white women and then the black, the list is so long. There's so many moments of this. I'm not going through the list. We just know, man. We know why they have an issue with you, man.
Are you a Trumper?
They call him the modern day Tommy Sotomayor that can actually keep a platform.
Absolutely.
He's a Trumpster.
Reasons. One of the reasons I think is because of my political perspective, and that don't sit well with the black community.
Are you a Trumper?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm Republican, conservative to my heart.
Okay.
And I think that I helped swing the election in Michigan.
Okay.
And because
Nigga, please.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm Republican, conservative to my heart.
Okay.
And I think that I helped swing the election in Michigan.
Okay.
And because I'm an equal accountability smoke giver, people don't like that. They don't like it when I speak on the degeneracy.
Equal accountability smoke giver. Equal accountability smoke giver. You refused to say anything negative about white men in America. Nothing. Everything was black men's fault. It's pathetic, bro. What's wrong with this guy?
Personally, I feel like that brother needed help.
I'm getting rich.
Shout out to what's this? Shout out to Wente Talk with the $20 super chat. You said, I believe his wife got the draws, GTD, before I believe Anton did. They're both clowns. Shout out to you with the $20 super chat. Shout out to Wente Talk with the $20 super chat. Yeah, they both clowns, man. There's many people are talking about his wife playing for both teams and getting in with the threesomes with him. I'm not sure about that. I have no insights to that. I only speak about what I see online. So if it's out there online, I'm going to speak on it. If it's not and I'm speculating, I don't know, but there's rumors about that. There's a lot of that.
See the culture. They don't like it when I talk about that. So, I got a lot of people with bullseyes on me, and that's cool. I'm with that.
I mean, but when I see the headlines, I really didn't see any smoke with you until the Corey Holcomb situation blew up.
Yeah, naturally.
And the reason I reached out is because I liked the way that you handled him.
So she reached out to him because of the Corey Holcomb situation. Outside of that, she thought that Charleston White blew up his platform. They were speaking about that. She only knew him through Charleston White and because of the Corey Holcomb situation. She doesn't like Corey Holcomb, so of course she would favor Anton. But that's why she felt like she was set up. Prior to this, or after this interview, she said that Anton set her up.
You called him bluff on his own show, and he didn't meet you at the back door.
I don't think that he's... Corey Holcomb has been selling an image for a long time.
To be honest, I'm going to skip the Corey Holcomb shit because y'all can go watch it on TashaK.com live or Tasha K's channel. I don't give a fuck about the Corey Holcomb shit. Corey Holcomb is under review because his behavior is also deplorable. So I'm not here to stand up for Corey Holcomb. I'm here for the facts and the details on Micca.
States of America.
Pour some wine. Hey, we got a good bottle. This is the California tradition.
So she's pouring him some wine. She's trying to loosen him up. Pause.
Dishes, Cabernet Sauvignon.
So you're trying to make me be more sophisticated?
Yeah, this is the upper echelon shit.
All right, I gotta raise my
I could get some still reserve.
We don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
When I pulled up to his show, first of all,
we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
I hope you're not recording this phone call. All of this. Well, because get your platform more visibility in that way. I'm gonna bring you out. I was supposed to do No Jumper. I help her out or whatever. And Micca, she was supposed to be signing to me. Right?
So we said Micca's supposed to be signing to him.
Supposed to be signing to me as a content creator because we create content on one of my channels.
This is why he stood up for Pearl, because Pearl had them on the plantation. She had King Rich's, Auntie Jenny, and other various folks on the Pearly plantation as content creators. They were signed to her. She took the big sum. She took 80% of their channel, and they took the small just to use her studio. Pathetic. Invest in the infrastructure yourself. Get it out the mud. Now, he's doing the same play. Anton is doing the same play. He provides all the clout, all the resources, everything to Micca. So he's trying to sign Micca and turn her into the next King Rich's.
I'm not in my bedroom, you are, and no one can hear you.
It's bad, man. It's bad. So you are also clapping the cheeks of an employee. There's that employer-employee dynamic there. This is all bad, man. This is all bad.
I help her out or whatever. And so I was supposed to be, she's one of my people. I'm starting a new company and all of that. So I told her, I said, listen, I was supposed to do No Jumper, and I was supposed to do the Corey Holcomb. That's why I was on the West Coast.
So you were supposed to do No Jumper and you were supposed to do Corey Holcomb. Stick together, first of all.
Stick together.
Pause. Got to rephrase that, sir. Secondly, you told her that. So she was under the guise. This is why the other guy said it was a cake bake. Whatever the fuck that means. She was under the guise that she was going to be on the 5150 show and No Jumper. We clearly seen what happened with the 5150. As he said, explained the bitch, didn't allow her on the show, said that you didn't get any confirmation before you brought her, but you brought her anyway. And the No Jumper fell through the cracks because, fell through the cracks.
Stick together.
Pause. That shit fell apart because Adam 22 was too busy getting mopped by Jason Love. Jason Love fucked his wife and then he mopped him in the ring as well, and he fucked his wife again. I think they're going for round 3 as well. This is filthy work, man. Adam just loves embarrassment and humiliation, but that fight was booked from time. A fight has to be booked for the requisite promotion, so you need some time, bruh. There was no way that you were supposed to do No Jumper that day and it was canceled because of the fight. This nigga lying through his teeth. He sold Micca some bullshit. He sold Micca the ultimate clout ticket so she would come and get her cheeks clapped in a California hotel where they're out of the city away from Rita. And then he showcased it and showed it off on his channel, Room 9. This is filthy, bruh.
Knock them out at the same time. So I told her, I said, listen, I'm gonna bring you out and hopefully I can get you, I'm gonna get you some visibility.
Hopefully?
What the hell was that?
And I was supposed to do the Corey Holcomb. That's why I was on the West Coast. I was gonna knock them out at the same time. So I told her, I said, listen, I'm gonna bring you out and hopefully I can get you, I'm gonna get you some visibility. And then that'll help you, you know, get your platform more visibility. And that way you won't just depend on me. You'll be able to jump off on your own, right? So I brought her off. Adam, 22, he wound up not being able to do it. I guess he had a fight, you know, his boxing match or whatever. So he said, yo, let's reschedule.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Now, he absolutely had the fight, but why would he reschedule the day of the fight after you've flown in already? So clearly you've known that that wasn't going to be a thing. So why would you tell Micca that? And why would you leave her under the impression that you're like, come on, man.
And then we was going to do the Corey Holcomb thing. So they gave me a time, got out there on time. Actually, I was a little bit early. I was like 5-10 minutes early. He shows.
We don't care.
Let me tell you, we don't care.
This man's bragging about being 5 to 10 minutes early. Like, that's not standard protocol or procedure. Like, what are we doing out here? 5 to 10 minutes early? Just say you're on time, nigga. What the hell?
Was up a half hour, 45 minutes later to his own thing. In the meantime, I have an opportunity to see everything, kick it with Darlene, kick it with everybody that's on the show. I tell Micca, I said, listen, I'm gonna talk to Corey, which that's my fault, right? Because I talked to his people and they was like, well, we gonna talk to Corey and ask him if she can be visible on the platform since he.
Talk to his people and ask him after you already arrive, after you've flown in, after she flown in from DC. That's across country, my nigga. You're going to ask his staff when he's not there after you spoke to him on the phone already? You should have already got the permission. This is terrible business. This is terrible business. This bag chaser talks about the profound businessman he is, and he retired in 2019, although he's been working the entire time. What does retirement look like to you, sir? The fuck? You think it's talking about he's the hardest worker out here? What do you work? Retired from?
He asked you to be here. And I'm like, all right, cool. Let's just come out here. Let's just chill. Micca flew out the day before because I was already out in LA. So she came out the day before because No Jumper got canceled, so it wasn't no point in her being out there. And, you know, I asked Corey beforehand. I'm like, yo.
Y'all need to see this lying-ass nigga's face as he's telling these lies, man. When this drops on Tasha K's channel, or you go check it on TashaKLive.com, like, man, this is terrible. This nigga's lying through his motherfucking teeth.
Is it cool that she be on the platform? And he was like, we'll see, whatever, so on and so forth. But either way, I was going to respect his opinion because it's his platform and I'm a guest on his platform. So I told Micca, I said, yo, just chill. I had, you know, security there or whatever. Just chill. If it happened, it happened. If it don't, it don't.
If it happened, it happened. If it don't, it don't. So she's just happy to be there. She's just happy to be there. That's pathetic.
No, sometimes you take risks, sometimes it work out, sometimes it don't. So Micca was like, cool, I ain't tripping about it. And then everything played out the way that it played out.
Now, how does she explain this to her husband? There was nothing ever promised. There was nothing ever in stone. According to Anton, if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. She was there a day earlier. There was no point of her being there because the No Jumper thing was already canceled. So what business was she conducting for Anton when she flew out from DC as a married woman? Just there to be arm candy for Anton? And then she's getting her cheeks clapped in the hotel, seemingly? What business did you conduct on that trip? You did the same Room 9 you did the same stream that you were supposed to do, that everybody else, Quentin and all the rest of the folks were scheduled to do. They showed up via stream, mobile, virtual, not in person. Everybody else was on time there. You were late to that show because you were with Anton, but that's what you were paid to do, that show. So you did nothing the entire time in California. You returned to your husband, potentially with your cheeks already cracked. So it's like, what was the point of that trip, Anton? What was the point of that trip? Business trip, nigga? Would you allow your wife to do that? Come back with no business done on a business trip, staying in the same hotel as this nigga while he shows it off on his YouTube channel? Come on, man. Come on, man. What part of the game is this? Married man, traditional, conservative, Christian. How am I forgetting the Christian part? That is the main part of the hypocrisy. This nigga's talking about, oh, I'm a Christian man. Christian before I'm black. Really, nigga?
So.
Do you feel like
But I think he a hoe for that, though.
Do you feel like he set you up for views?
Well, he thought that's the reason why I gave you the backstory of where I was from is because he thinks that just because I'm a family man, I don't have no children out of wedlock.
Why does he keep talking about having no children out of wedlock? Like that.
I advocate for people to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? All of that type of
You advocate for people to do the right thing. That's a joke.
stuff. He took it for weakness. And so a lot of people don't even realize if you go back and you replay it, he disrespected me first.
We don't care.
Let me tell you, we don't care. Point or debate anything, right? I don't give a fuck about it.
Now, I'm skipping this shit. I'm telling y'all I'm not reacting to the entire thing. The fair use policy will allow me to react to a subsegment of this to transform it. A subsection of this. What did I say before? And transform the material, but we're not reacting to the entire duration of this interview. We're getting to the parts we want to listen to.
Well, listen, we could just go out back. This stuff is still available if he wants it.
Yeah, this is the bullshit about the fade still available. No, it ain't, nigga. Stop the cap.
He wasn't really that dude.
And he ain't got no. He could
calculate.
The reason she filed for divorce is because she allegedly refused to put fingers in that nigga ass, but that white bitch who was a porn star did. And so for you to lay up with him, and if she black, bitch.
Well.
What the hell was that?
With a bitch nigga.
My girl ain't worked in 18 years.
As
Congratulations. The fuck?
I said, what type of bitch is laying up with a bitch nigga, playing in his ass? Because the wife told me the reason she filed for divorce is because she allegedly refused to put fingers in that nigga ass, but that white bitch who was a porn star did. And so for you to lay up with him, and if she black, bitch.
Well, maybe.
Now she's talking about Corey Holcomb. Tasha K don't fuck with Corey Holcomb, but what the fuck was that?
Just got 3-4 kids. She got baby daddies.
You know what? I never did no research on his family because I never include the.
Okay, no one cares about this. Sorry, chat. This is gonna be a sloppy reaction because of the circumstances in which I'm reacting to this, and this is not the typical reaction, chat. It is what it is.
They will say any and everything to grab whether it's good attention or bad attention, and not understanding if you already got the public's attention.
Right.
Use it to do good.
No, that's not gonna happen.
Do you understand?
It's not gonna happen. You can forget it. That's not a thing. Nobody, everybody is clout chasing. The guys is worse than the girls.
I'm watching what's going on now.
The guys are 10 times worse.
I'm watching Tony the Close.
Now this is the epitome of hypocrisy because Anton is a reactor. Most of his content is reactions. He talks shit about everybody and anybody that's going through whatever they're going through, turmoil, cheating saga, whatever the hell it is, TikTok stars, he's reacting to it, speaking on it. The nigga that had like 8 baby mamas and shit, he was talking to that guy, giving him a lecture. If you don't shut your bitch ass up, nigga, this is commentary and this is content. The guys are worse. Maybe because the guys are more visible and they have more platforms and there's more niggas doing this shit. That's why it seems that way, but it's like, this is content, nigga. A lot of this shit is gossipy anyway.
And they send me his clips and I'm like, he got me blocked up over there. One day he'll have me blocked, next day, but the way he be going in crying.
I thought y'all was supposed to be cool.
No, that's a whole nother story. I have to tell you that when you interview me.
All right,
what
cool.
happened.
I got
but as far as that, but like I'm just giving you an example, like the way I'm seeing the guys move around here, we women, we just sipping our wine, just watching.
Yeah, I think that the guys, especially to have a platform, they 10 times worse than the women. They backbite, they gossip, they plant stories, they lie a lot of times. So
These are your niggas. A lot of backbiting and all the things he's describing his past underlings that don't fuck with him anymore. Those are your people. Your people that turned on you based on being sold a fucking bill of lies, man. These niggas always talking about the culture this, the culture that. This nigga's in a full Louis Vuitton. Whatever the fuck you call these things right now, I'm drawing a blank. Gotta stay off the cush, man. Nigga has LV shoes as well. More designer than a rapper, but he's talking about the culture. The fuck are we talking about, bro?
I don't have no respect for these people, but that's why I also don't like the culture, because the culture has become a situation where all of the guys are so sassy. So I don't have no respect for these people, but that's why I also don't like the culture, because the culture has become a situation where all of the guys are so sassy.
Anton, does your wife know you're gay?
Only when I'm rocking with you, baby girl.
So she knows you're gay.
Hashtag buttercup, baby.
Musky boy!
A lot of times. So I don't have no respect for these people, but that's why I also don't like the culture, because the culture has become a situation where all of the guys are so sassy.
Anton, does your wife know you're gay?
Only when I'm rocking with you, baby girl. To where they don't even respect the code no more. They don't respect man code. They don't respect man law.
Anton, does your wife know you're gay?
Only when I'm rocking with you, baby girl. They'll. I feel so bad for Micca because
the culture has become so feminine as this nigga's been like eating his fucking finger lips. Pause. His fingertips. What did I say? Finger lip? What the hell? Yo, what's going on with me today? Yo, what the fuck? This nigga's fully digesting his hands, looking so zesty, talking about the culture and femininity amongst men. It's like, bro, come on, man. Come on, man. Stop describing yourself so well.
She don't deserve none of this. Like, she genuinely is a good person, and she genuinely just want to do content. Micca's content, the majority of it is not even about, like, relationships. It's about political stuff.
This is a convenient political grift that she's trying to be on. She don't know shit about politics, bro. She was a rapper, a singer, whatever. She was every type of entertainer you can be, man. She did more than me, bro. It's like, what are we doing, man?
Most of the stuff that she talks about is what's happening on the political spectrum. She just so happened to be pretty.
She's a little more than pretty.
Oh, yeah, of course, but I'm just saying.
And just to kind of give you some feedback, that's why I asked if she called you.
Damn.
Well, I usually talk to Micca pretty regularly because, again, she's a part of the platform. You know what I'm saying? I got a bunch of people that create content on one of my channels, and we do panels and all of that stuff. So we regularly because, again, she's a part of the platform. You know what I'm saying? I got a bunch of people that create content on one of my channels, and we do.
Why does this guy's mannerisms, this man's body language and his mannerisms are all just premium zest, bro? Like, what are we doing out here? It's just filthy work, man. It's just filthy work. And if y'all are not aware with premium zest, it's when the zest goes too far.
LGBTQ plus mean? Like, is it the premium version of gay?
Wait a minute.
Panels and all of that stuff. So and I mean, I just check on people. I'm like, yo, you good? Is everything good?
I got you.
How's your mental and all of that stuff?
So the interview that took place the other night was a very intense interview because I took an approach as I took myself out of the situation. Well, I took Tasha K out of the situation.
You can't take Tasha K out of the situation. Did you really?
I did. I took Tasha K out of the situation and I approached her as LaTasha Kibi. I'm a married woman. I've been married 20 years. And I told her to my face.
I've never known your real name.
LaTasha Kibi. LaTasha Transrena Kibi.
Now, I seen her real name, the Transrena part especially. I was like, what Transrena? I'm like, what a weird name is that? But nonetheless, I seen her entire name when she was getting sued by Cardi B. That's when her government came out.
I know. Transrena means the transfer of love.
Okay.
Yes. So, and I said, I looked at her profile and I said, you do content? She was like, yeah. So where's the content?
I would have been destroyed. I would have been like, I'm getting cooked. Oh, you do content? Where's the content? It's like...
And then she goes, oh, it's on this page. I said, oh, okay, so where did you meet Anton? And then she was like, what? My viewers had told him to reach out to me, and he reached out to me. And I was like, well, how many followers did you have at the time? And she says, like 1,200. I said, so where was the content that he saw? And she goes, I don't know. Maybe he saw me on TV. I said, well, how did he see you on TV if he was on Fox DC?
She was I guess maybe a correspondent.
Yes. I said, so she was like, maybe he saw the clips that I did in DC. I said, but he's in Detroit. That's local news.
Yeah.
I said, Micca, do you realize you got pretty privilege? And
she does.
I said, do you think Anton, if you were ugly, would have reached out to you?
Hell no.
Thank you.
Now, chat.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
You reached out to her on the basis that she's pretty. You say that she increases your value when she's around as if she's more attractive than your wife. You brought the one that you hired because she was pretty. You flew her out of all the panelists, not Quentin and none of them niggas or the other women on the panel. You flew her out, had her up in your hotel with you, and you hired her on the basis of being pretty. You telling on her, bro. Telling on her, you're telling on yourself, you're telling on her, bro. Maybe your wife buys this bullshit and she's cool with it, but everybody else, we're like, come on, man. It's clear as day what's going on out here. Y'all disrespecting the sanctity of marriage. As a Christian first, you denounced your blackness. You say Christian first. As a Christian first conservative grifter, talking about you swung the election in Michigan because of your effect. You, sir, disrespecting the sanctity of marriage. You.
Thank you.
Absolutely not.
But she played oblivious to this.
Oh.
Are you serious?
I said, do you think Anton, if you were ugly, would have reached out to you?
Hell no.
Thank you.
Absolutely not.
But she played oblivious to this.
Oh.
So that's when I had to get a little, you'll see it.
That's pathetic. She played oblivious to this. Oh. You just left her hanging, bruh. You left her hanging.
You'll see it because
I think it probably will be good.
I told her this because I said, well,
I don't want no. I'm not interested in having.
No, I got you, but I'm telling you because you gonna have to address this because I took it from a wife's standpoint. I'm like, he been married 20 years, and I'm pulling up pictures of the wife. I'm like, the wife is nice, and I'm looking at you, and I'm like,
you met her in real life?
Micca, yeah, she's gorgeous. And I'm looking at Micca, and I'm like, but Micca, baby, all I see on the IG is ass.
Oh my God!
Found her from the IG. You found her from the IG, not the YouTube, because you were the first video on her YouTube, sir. And this is your response to Tasha K saying all she sees is some ass on the YouTube. Really, sir? That's what we're doing out here?
And she goes, well, I said, so is that your content? And she, no, I haven't heard you talk in any of the clips.
She talk all politics all the time. She's went viral multiple different times.
Do people listen to her?
Absolutely.
Do they get
listen, Tasha.
Man, I do more views than her. She nobody, bro. She's a no-name brand. What are we talking about, bro? Like, stop it, man.
It's smart as hell.
Okay. She may be.
She talk all politics all the time. She's went viral multiple different times.
Do people listen to her?
Absolutely.
Do they get?
Listen, Tasha.
She is smart as hell.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Now, Anton, why are you doing this, bruh? Why are you setting this lady up for failure? Why, bruh? This is like, you know what? I'm gonna leave this one alone.
Okay, she may be smart.
And she know how to talk that talk. But here's the thing. You
What's
understand as a content creator that the look also can matter, just especially for women, just as much as the content.
Does anybody know what Pink Book Lessons looks like? The image can matter as much as the content. This is YouTube, nigga. This is not Instagram. This is not TikTok. This is not OnlyFans. Substance matters. The look gets, maybe people will click on the thumbnail if they see the face, but if there's no substance, if they're not hearing anything, if they're not entertained by any type of great edits or any type of great content, they're getting the fuck out of here. This is YouTube, nigga. You need some substance.
Okay.
It's the reality of the world that we live in.
But when you're too pretty.
What is too pretty? How can you be too pretty?
I could be too pretty. If I was on here with, stomach out, cleavage out, and I'm, there's a...
That would be too sexy, not too pretty. If you're trying to sell sex too much and you're half naked, that would be you're trying to be too sexy, not too pretty.
A way that I can,
You would probably have 3 million instead of...
I doubt it because
I
they
don't.
listening to me? Yes, I may have 3 million.
If what Anton was saying was right, Six the Goddess would have more subscribers than Tasha K, just based off of just how you approached your appeal and your sex appeal. Not shitting on Tasha K. I'm just saying Six the Goddess and her channel and the way she dresses and everything, she emanates more of a sex appeal.
And followers,
Not saying she's dressing like a hoe or anything, but it's more than this relaxed conservative look. Like, this is a very conservative, relaxed look. Like, this is fully covered up.
Do I have impact?
Yes.
So no, I get so much respect.
See, that's
from
where we gonna
married
disagree.
men.
Bullshit.
You're speaking from a man's perspective. I got married men that bring their wives to my show to say, I put my wife on you.
Mm-hmm.
She has to listen, and now the wife is a fan.
Mm-hmm.
They're not, they may follow me to say, oh yeah, she's attractive, but Micca.
You're a nice looking woman.
I know I'm nice looking, but I don't.
Like, people need to
I don't
meet you in
sell
person. You
that.
smell good.
Thank
all
you.
That.
I don't sell that. I sell my voice.
See, one thing that Anton did now, and he's trying to cover his tracks, because Anton his whole strategy is he's hiding out in the open. That's why he has all these women and he's parading them around, and Rita's acting oblivious to the situation, because his game is hiding out in the open with the girls that he's trying to fuck with. He's now trying to cover his tracks and try to maneuver and speak to women differently. The way he spoke to Tasha K, way different than what he usually speaks to women on his panel, because he's trying to make it seem like this is normal. For the new people that come in and looking at him getting exposed, he's trying to normalize the behavior. So he's calling her baby. He's talking about how good she looks and good she smells. When she poured him a glass of wine and he grabbed the glass, he's like, thank you, baby. And he tried to sleaze that in like it's normal. So when we call him out for saying that to Kimberly on the phone, where he was all bubbly and giddy over getting them boxing gloves and shit, he's trying to normalize the behavior. And it's like, bro, we could see this, bro. He forgets that niggas be niggas. We know what's going on. Ain't no way I'm having come on, man. I don't even want to say this, but it's like, at the end of the day, man, we all know if you're a nigga and you have another woman in your hotel room and you're not clapping them cheeks, then you are one thing, sir. You are one thing. Oh, I'm too busy to do this. Nope. Stop it, bro. We know what you're doing. So unless you're confessing, we know what you were doing with Micca in that hotel room, sir.
I don't sell ass up over here.
Yeah, but Tasha, you are in a completely different space, respectfully. You are in a completely different space. Even the type of content that you talk about is completely different than...
So he is so far removed that he thinks that everybody is the sellout that he is. You get money, then you completely change. He's trying to tell Tasha K that she's so far removed from normal social dynamics that the way he's parading around these women and cheating should be nothing to her, and she should see it differently than he sees it, because regular people have regular relationships and they don't have the Adam 22 style relationship. Like, he's normalizing that. Like, he doesn't even realize what he's doing. He's letting the money change him to a point. Well, he keeps talking about the money. If we really do a breakdown on the money, this nigga's overhead is ridiculous. The amount that he talks about he said $200,000 comes out of his account on Fresh and Fit for things that he has to bill and the upkeep for his businesses, the people he has to pay, all the things he talks about. He's money out. He's money in, money out. Money in, money out. I'm like, where is your investments? Where is your money that's making the money? Nigga, you talk about you're working so hard. What type of millionaire moves the way he does? The financial literacy isn't really there. I'm looking at this nigga, I'm like, what are you talking about? What is in these dusty-ass Patreon courses? Because I don't, you know what? Let's get back into it, man.
A lot of other people and a lot of other women that are content creators. I don't want to name no names, you know what I'm saying, of different people.
Throw it out
no,
there.
I can't.
Yes.
I can't.
As an example. We're saying
as an example?
Okay.
Melanie King. It's a girl named Melanie King.
I know Melanie King. She was friends with, she did content with Kevin Samuels, right?
Correct.
Okay,
Which
yeah.
Kevin Samuels was a really good friend of mine.
Yeah, mine too. Yeah.
And so Melanie King is an aesthetically pleasing person that a lot of people, and let me tell you how I know.
Okay.
Is because when she had kind of showcased, I had people hitting me up like, Melanie got a guy, Melanie got a guy. When she had...
People hitting you up. People hitting you up talking about Melanie got a guy. So your personal people, your personal circle. It's funny that he said whenever O'Shea would call him, it would be gossip. Never about any business. Just be gossipy. But now he's confessing that, it's people calling him, talking about, Melanie got a guy, Melanie got a guy. It's like, what type of conversations you have? The fuck?
Eventually kind of showcased that she had a guy in her life. People were hurt about that. People were hurt about that because, unfortunately...
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. So she's... Look at Tasha K's face after he says this. She's befuddled. She's perplexed. She's like, are you serious, nigga? So you think that these grown-ass men have this weird parasocial relationship with, what's that chick he's talking about again? God damn. This is some goldfish memory. How did I forget the woman's name already? Melanie King. There we go. God damn it. This is a bad day for me. Melanie King. He thinks they have this weird relationship with Melanie King that they're unsubscribing, they're uninterested, they're not clicking the videos to listen to her points anymore because she's no longer single. So faking single, faking an image so people, like, this is pathetic, man. Stop this bullshit, man.
Fortunately for women and fortunately for women, and you know this is true.
It's not.
It does matter. And the fact that a lot of guys will also tune in. Now, you can put the medicine in the candy, and this is one of the things that I teach the people that's around me is that, listen, the entertainment is important. The visibility is important. But what you want to do is you want to put the medicine in the candy because the thing that's going to keep them is your ability to communicate and your ability to also be entertaining, right? So they may come for one thing because when you meet a person in real life, you don't meet them to say, hey, what is your personality like? Especially men. The first thing that we look at is we look at you when we say, man, she's attractive. I want.
This is just a copyright stop. We got to make sure we're thorough out here.
I go up to her and I want to get to know her. Now, what you do after you hook them in is a completely different conversation. What you do to keep them is a different conversation. But if we don't be naive and say that that doesn't play a role, then I have to say that I disagree with you on that.
But what I'm saying is...
What the fuck did that have to do with disclosing your marital status, your relationship status as a content creator?
With Micca's content, I see more of the...
On Instagram, you do.
I
but
went
on
to
her
the,
actual
I
YouTube
went to the YouTube channel. She got it darkened up, and I think that kind of plays against her. She does need to brighten up the site, because I was looking at it from a content creator standpoint. Like, if she was to really want motion, I'm critiquing her now.
Yeah,
like,
facts.
You're beautiful. I like that she does the crop up, so you can't really see the bottom. You know?
That's what I'm saying.
We're really trying to give Micca this free pass. Trying to just give her the keys to becoming like the center of attention for what? After this escapade in this saga, what is there to talk about in relation to Micca? Who the fuck cares? You completely sullied your image. You made your husband look bad. What is there to talk about after this? We're just milking it up for as much as we can get it at this point.
Stick together.
Pause.
Yeah, and so you can focus more on what she's saying intellectually. So yes, it does help to be attractive, but there are some non-attractive women that dominate out here.
No.
Whoopi Goldberg, bro.
I'm not disagreeing
she is
with
not,
that.
according to men,
But the reason why Whoopi Goldberg
physically attractive.
The reason why Whoopi Goldberg don't count is because Whoopi Goldberg hasn't come out in the social media age and era. Whoopi Goldberg already had
We don't care.
let me tell you, we don't care. Equity from the fact that she had existed with credits and she became visible in the movie scene and all of that way before she ever became a host on The View.
You know, Whoopi Goldberg didn't always look like that. You know, age happens, you know, like.
She didn't break out. Name me somebody that broke out in the social media era.
That's ugly?
No, I ain't gonna say that's ugly. But we don't check for, because even with you are beautiful. Unlike you.
I know that.
But you're trying to downplay it like, oh, people only check for me for my content.
Are you okay, sir? Are you okay? People aren't clicking on Tasha K just to look at her aesthetic. If the aesthetic is pleasing as well as the content, then that's great. But people, like, are you fried, sir? This is him trying to justify to his wife why he gets women like Micca, why he's in the DMs of Jazz. This is his justification. This is his weak-ass justification. Oh, it's not about the talent and the content and the quality of their speaking ability, how well they can articulate a point for them to be on a panel to have these discussions with me. What type of insights can they provide in these discussions? How informed are they? That would bring great quality where I wouldn't have to fly them in and kill the budget, put them up in hotels and kill the budget. The overhead looking ridiculous, we're killing the budget. Just so I can parade around and look rich by spending money instead of keeping and making money, killing the budget. It's not a good business decision. But you're trying to justify it by saying her attractiveness reigns supreme. Nigga, not everyone's a simp like you, bruh. Not everybody watches these shows and ogles over women that they're not going to see in their life. Like, I don't understand that.
I have to disagree with you about that.
Bro, do you see how I show up on my show?
But it doesn't matter. We know that
I got on the do-rag sometimes, no makeup. Have you watched my content? I don't give a damn.
But you still are naturally beautiful.
Okay, I appreciate
You have a
Thank
naturally
you.
pretty look.
Thank you.
And it matters.
It matters. However, that doesn't keep people.
That is not the mainstay. We've seen folks retire right, left, and center on this platform. That don't matter, bruh. Just because you think that Tasha K is so beautiful, Anton Daniels, it's not why she's a mainstay on YouTube. You tried it, bruh. You tried it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I say put the medicine in the candy.
Okay, but I feel that if I was, let's just say, not that attractive physically, and I'm not calling these women ugly. Like, I do not think Whoopi Goldberg is ugly. I'm just going by what society says, because they always try to throw jokes, especially at dark-skinned women. I have been compared to, Whoopi Goldberg, Leslie, who else they call me?
Now watch how he tries to reframe what he said, because he's trying to make the argument that folks come for dark-skinned women. When he first made that argument, he tried to flip it on the pro-black community. He tried to say pro-black people are the first to be hating on dark-skinned women and degrading dark-skinned women. I'm like, that is bullshit. Dark-skinned women are the foundation of the pro-black community. It's what separates folks from being manospherian that are just pro-black men and not pro-black women. So when he says that shit, I'm like, what are you talking about, sir? That's misinformation. Now on this channel, on Tasha K's interview, he tries to reframe it. And what he reframes would actually have some validity to it, because society is colorist. Society treats dark-skinned women a certain way. That would be true. But as it pertains to the pro-black community, the way he tried to say it at first, initially, completely different. He tries these weaselly tactics, and he thinks niggas is sleeping like we don't see it.
Fantasia, like that's a diss. I'm like, that lady
No, I
is
think
drop
that
dead
Fantasia is
fucking
good.
gorgeous. Like,
Yeah,
are you
facts.
serious? There's just so many people that they will compare me to, and it's to downplay, oh, where you're this, you're that. And I'm like, no.
I'm gonna say something that probably is going. I don't know. I'm gonna say it.
What's up?
It's because you dark skinned.
I know that. You don't think I know that?
No. But
Yeah.
we try to act like that's not a thing on the internet and in society.
Yeah.
Right.
See, now he's reframing the conversation. We're trying to act like it isn't a thing on the internet and in society. It is a thing on the internet and society, but it's not a thing in the pro-black community, like he tried to say when he was going back and forth with Corey Holcomb. So now you're making a completely different point. It's not the same. I will agree with this point because it's true. But the other point, fugazi, bullshit, cap. I gotta cover this. My bad, chat.
The reason why people attack my wife is because she's dark skinned.
Now that's bullshit. You see, her visceral reaction was, no, they don't attack your wife because she's dark skinned. They attack your wife based on your activity, your behavior, and your rhetoric. Especially in the early days when he used to like to shit on everybody else's wives, their girlfriends, whoever, women on his panel that were single, baby mothers. He would like to shit on all of them and then use his wife as a convenient shield, and then look around like, oh, why is she getting attacked when you're using her as a shield, bruh? Nowadays, Corey Holcomb and his attack of your wife, that's personal because you violated him. He feels like he's trying to violate you. That's why he took an attack. He took an attack at your wife and your daughter. Hit you where it hurt. And then you got on camera saying that the attack at your daughter made you furious. You haven't been that mad. Oh, I'm in the small screen. You haven't been that mad since you're doing content creation. You've said that. So you admitted that he hurt your feelings by dissing your daughter. Your wife said that she's not affected by any of this. She doesn't pay attention to any of this. So it leads me to ask, how the fuck is your daughter so distressed, hurt over Corey Holcomb's comments when your wife doesn't pay attention and she don't give a fuck about this? She's so detached. I'm confused with that one.
That plays a huge role.
Your wife bad.
It may not be well, that's because you get to see who she is in person. So you know what she looked like in real life, right? But when I came out, on a social media.
Anton's the same person that says Micca, when he was on the podcast with Micca, buttering Micca up, foaming over Micca, talking about she raises his value being with Micca. But you want to talk about folks shitting on your dark-skinned wife. Why does Micca raise your value? Shouldn't your wife be with you? Shouldn't that raise your value? How does Micca have the edge? Why would you shit on your wife like that? Talking about folks shitting on your wife. You're doing it.
I've seen him do it.
Media and YouTube and all of that stuff. We building a plane as we fly it, so we don't know what we don't know, right? I came out 12, 13 years ago. So all of the different stuff and the evolution of who we are, it manifests itself over to today. But if I'd have known, because now over the last 5, 6 years, I've been a lot more fiercely protective of my family, right? So I keep my people off the internet. I purposely...
Now, sir, you see the problem with this? If you lead with putting your folks on the internet's the internet. The internet's forever. So once it's out there, nigga. You've already failed. You already made that decision, and you're trying to be unaccountable by saying we don't know how it is. We're building the plane while we fly it, or whatever the fuck the phrase was. That's unaccountable. You know what it's like to be out here as a celebrity, as a public figure. So as you seek and aspire to be a public figure, you know that you have to protect your image, you have to protect your digital footprint, you have to protect your loved ones. You know that going into this game. You know that. It's something that I was prepared for a long time getting into this shit, even when I was rapping. So it's like when you look at things like this, it's like, come on, man. You can't be grossly unaware and unaccountable and playing the victim now.
Try to remove my daughter. I don't have her in my videos. I don't have my wife in my videos. I don't have none of them in my videos, right?
You have your wife in your video. You had your wife talking to Six the Goddess on the stream when everyone's pulling up that footage right now. House of Hypocrites, Lakeisha Keisha, Is it Lakeisha Keisha or Lakeisha Keisha? I fuck up the pronunciation. But who else? Freezy. They're all reacting to them shits. Your wife on these platforms. Your wife with the Corey Holcomb pulled up the video of your wife that you had on your platform. So you're saying you don't do that, but you already did. For years. So there's years of footage and evidence. And then your wife also has a public, a social, what am I trying to say? She has a public social media in which your daughter is all sprinkled all over there. And that's where Corey Holcomb and all these folks are getting pictures of your daughter and your wife because your wife has her social media public, her Facebook public. You should know this, sir. Aren't you the protector and provider?
Because I understand that because people may not like me, that they may go after them, which is exactly what happens with Corey Holcomb, right?
Yeah.
But my point is that we don't like to have the uncomfortable conversation and that darker skinned women, regardless of how pretty that they are, because I think that Kelly Rowland is prettier than Beyonce.
Or my husband says the same shit. Maybe because my husband has a preference for darker skinned women. Some people have a preference for lighter skinned women.
I think all women is beautiful.
Your security is agreeing. He's like,
right? I think that Kelly Rowland is more pretty than Beyonce, right? But it doesn't matter.
Right.
Because
I'm pretty sure most of the world at this point, whether you have a dark skin preference or a light skin preference, okay, so I'm biased. So I'm biased by my preference, but I'm pretty sure most of the world sees Kelly as more attractive than Beyonce in 2026. Maybe back then, when Kelly wasn't doing favorable hairstyles and she was sabotaged by a lackluster makeup palette kit, because back then the makeup for women, especially dark-skinned women, was pathetic compared to what they have now. They were leaving dark-skinned women hanging with the makeup that they had. So I don't know, but it's pretty clear now.
Pretty as Kelly Rowland is, she will never, in society's eyes, ever be more desired. Now, there's going to be some people in the comments, no,
well, it's too late, man. They're in the 40s, bro.
I'm going to say Kelly Rowland. Listen, looks matter. And your hue matters.
He's talking about looks matter and your hue matters, but he's comparing female singers.
Maybe not for guys, but for women, it certainly matters. And darker skinned women, and that's not to say that y'all ever gonna run in the Victim Olympics, but darker skinned women.
This sounds like the Victim Olympics. You're talking about you're not gonna run in the Victim Olympics. You're seeming like you're setting dark skinned women up for the Victim Olympics because people have accused you of having a colorism issue. We've heard this from many people before, that you're the colorist. This is why you are also referred to as an Uncle Ruckus. Well, that's for your cooning. That's not really your colorism. But nonetheless, people have called you out many times for your colorism.
Are always going to catch the bad end of the stick. The benefit of the doubt is going to go to the woman that's a lighter skin, that have lighter skin. We have colorism in our own culture.
I agree. I wholeheartedly agree.
So
if I were a dark-skinned woman, and let's just say I was because it happens. I'm seeing it with like, what's the girl name that came behind Megan Thee Stallion? Erica.
See, this is some sabotage. She said Kelly is prettier. Miss Tina used to make the rest of Destiny's Child tan to make Beyonce stand out and made Kelly keep her hair red and short. Farrah told the T years ago. This is the thing. Yeah, the short red hair killed Kelly. Like, she was in competition, but that short red hair look, like they didn't give her a competitive edge at all. They were completely sabotaging her.
Banks.
Oh, Erica Banks, yeah.
She came, she's a rapper.
Now, if y'all want to see all the intimate details of this interview, go on TashaKLive.com, because we are only here for the Micca parts and the parts where he's speaking about his wife and the dynamic of the relationship and everything falling apart with that, because I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. This Erica Banks, Meg Thee Stallion shit, like, no one cares. They're pretty much irrelevant at this point.
Most people are.
But if you see the imagery that she puts out, but if you see it,
and all of this other bullshit, the reality is that deep down within the culture, we separate the darker skinned women from the lighter skinned women. And a lot of times that plays out and what we define as pretty, cute.
Now he's putting this on the culture. This is a societal problem globally, colorism. How dare you put this on the culture, especially the local Black American culture? Local Black Americans are not shitting on dark-skinned women. It's a societal issue. You can't put it on the culture. See how this guy tries to cherry pick and just...
You, ugly, attackable, more masculine, all of that type of stuff. And it don't even have to be true. But by default,
and the short hair. Oh.
Yeah, by default, it's going to come along with it.
I get it.
We say we like natural, but then at the same time, a lot of white women have all of these press-ons inside of their head and all of this stuff inside of their head. And
you don't get to say that. You don't get to say that. I've been saying that for years. I've been calling out more than just Black women are putting weaves and wigs and extensions in their hair. I've been calling that out for years, and you've been on the same bullshit Tommy Sotomayor was on, calling them out for their wigs and their weaves and hair hat hooligans and making these videos about they're putting products in their hair that are cancerous and they don't care because they're crash outs. And you're talking all this shit, bro. You are talking all this shit, so you don't get to do this on Tasha K. You don't get to represent a different version of you. This nigga just keeps creating characters. This nigga's like, oh, new vicinity, new created character. Like, nigga, this ain't 2K. What the fuck you think you're doing? You gotta show up as you, nigga. Trying to represent different points like you're a pro-Black. You forget your theme? You forget your theme music, nigga? You trying to stand up for dark skin, bro? This ruckus ass nigga. Chat, let's get these likes up. Chat, come on, man. This is part 2, my nigga. You can't even see this anywhere else. TashaKLive.com or Freezy's channel, actually. You can watch this on Freezy's channel as well.
I've seen him do it.
But yeah, man, we watching it here, chat. Make sure you hit the like button.
we don't criticize them the same way that we criticize Black women that have weave in their head, right? And it's
you are kidding. You I don't criticize Black women for having wigs or whatever the fuck they want to do to make themselves look the way they want themselves to look. You niggas do that. In the manosphere, the coons on your panel, Tommy, you niggas are constantly doing that, and you leave white women out of it. So now you're conveniently making this argument. This is filthy work, man. This is filthy.
It's our natural bias, and I don't know if it's been she have hundreds of medals. You know what I'm saying? From Taekwondo, she's been practicing over.
Fuck about none of that, bro.
And now she's going through it because some punk ass comedian.
And now he's playing the victim for his daughter. Now this is where the victim Olympics start, and he's talking about, oh, his daughter's going through it. She's just accomplished young girl, and she's going through it, but your wife doesn't care. You said all content is good content. Your wife says she don't give a fuck about none of this. She don't even pay attention. So how is your daughter so hurt? The math ain't mathin', bruh.
Everywhere, right? All across the United States of America, competed all over. And now she's going through it because some punk ass comedian wanted to put her picture up, and he basically said that she looks like a man primarily because she's a darker skinned woman.
Now, I don't believe in cooking these kids. I'm gonna keep kids out of it for YouTube petty bullshit. Like, this is pathetic. But when he said that shit, I was in my living room the first time I watched that. I fell out. I was like, yo, he's like, get dude off the screen. And I was dead. I was laughing so hard. I ain't gonna lie, I was laughing so hard. I knew because it was a child, I tried to get serious. I'm like, I'm not gonna do this on air. I'm gonna try to be serious. So I'm gonna be like, okay, this is wrong, Corey. Why are you cooking a child? He said, get dude off the screen. I was on air. It's like, first of all, it's filthy. Why are you judging the looks of a child, Corey? Because Corey has his own PDF, allegations going on, and he ain't beating the allegations. He's going out real dusty. But nonetheless, when he was making that joke, I couldn't stop laughing. I tried to do the politically correct thing, and I'm like, fuck it, man. I'm like, fuck it, man. This shit was funny. I ain't doing that, man. I'm going to keep it a stack, man. This shit was fucking funny. Just that part. The monkey shirt was filthy work. No part of that was funny. That was some anti-black bullshit from Corey. But the jokes when he said get dude off the screen, bro, I fell out, man.
Or a darker skinned little girl. And so now I wrestle with that. You know what I'm saying? I have to wrestle with that because.
Sounds like an L to me. This is lasting pain and trauma for Anton Daniels.
A darker skinned woman or a darker skinned little girl. And so now I wrestle with that. You know what I'm saying? I have to wrestle with that because my goal, because I don't have no illegitimate kids. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no children out of wedlock. We don't care.
Let me tell you, we don't care.
What is the relevance in that? Why does he keep saying that? Does Corey have illegitimate kids? Kids out of, why do we care, bro? Why does he keep saying that?
I ain't got nobody out here saying, oh, Anton is out here having babies and shit like that. I ain't never lived that life. And so I've always been a family man. I've always been dedicated to the people that surround me.
You've always been a family man. You said you have a stable of hoes. You were trying to line up a panelist talking about you would have one of your hoes to line them up. You said that you fly out, every city you fly out to is with a bad chick. You said the pussy has to be an option for all of your chicks. But now you're Mr. Conservative Christian family man, and you've always been a representation of it. Look at this fraud. This bootleg ass Rick Ross nigga in his LV. Look at this fraud ass nigga. The fuck are we doing out here, man?
My number one goal with my daughter, and my wife will tell you, is that she can't work. Her goal is to be a child. I've always said that, listen, you don't have the same plight as everybody else. You're never gonna have to deal with the same things that we dealt with growing up. Your goal is to be a child as long as possible because you got the rest of your life to deal with being an adult.
Okay, because I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, okay.
And so now that veil of protection is gone because a nigga is searching out an underage kid on the internet in order to try to attack me. And you got these degenerate motherfuckers out here that validate it. Veil of protection is gone because a nigga is searching out an underage kid.
The veil of protection is gone because a nigga is searching out an underage kid on the internet. This is what I was telling you about the internet, sir. The digital footprint. The internet is not a game, bro. You have to be accountable for what you post on the internet. So as you and your wife were so flippantly posting your daughter and all your pictures on a publicly available Facebook, of course Corey Holcomb and his teams are going to be able to access that. It's on the internet. It's not a private family album. He doesn't know you personally and have these pictures with you. This is available on the internet. You know this is what it comes with as a public figure. This is Corey Holcomb was acting like he was newly famous, but clearly this is Anton not used to being a public figure, acting like he doesn't get it. He's new money and new famous, just a complete rookie.
On the internet in order to try to attack me. And you got these degenerate motherfuckers out here that validate it.
They're attacking kids in order to attack you, and you're saying there's degenerate motherfuckers out here that are validating it. Unaware of your own actions. Now, there's a panelist that was on many talk spaces. She's in on DJ Hamp's panel on This Might Be Risky. She pops up there. She popped up on Lapeef Let's Talk. She's been prevalent in these talk spaces in the manosphere and manosphere adjacent. Her name is Tyranny. He violated Tyranny, talked shit about her children, talked about her children's future or lack thereof, which he implied. He was very disrespectful. Tyranny ended up with a husband. He spoke about her dating options. She ended up married. She figured out her situation. But you violated folks' kids. You said it wasn't the same when you were talking generally about kids, not a specific individual. But you talked about a specific individual and her kids, Tyranny. when he was talking about the Hebrew Israelites, he was talking about their women and their kids looking dirty. And he tried to say it was an apples to oranges comparison. But nope, we have a one-to-one. You doing the exact same thing you're crying about Corey Holcomb doing to you, you did to Tyranny. So shut your bitch ass up. We don't want to fucking hear none of that. We don't want to hear none of that.
Crying to me, and I'm not having that.
Now, is it okay to talk shit about kids? No. Are we rocking with Corey for talking shit about them kids? No. Corey has to beat his PDF allegations and his woman assaulting allegations. He has more to deal with. We ain't talking about Corey right now. As it pertains to you, you got to be accountable, bruh. You got to be accountable. No one's looking at you as a victim. No one's feeling sorry for you when you perpetrate the same actions you want to be a victim of. Nah, man.
Oh, you shouldn't have got into a beef with a comedian. What the fuck does that mean? That mean you can go and put my daughter, my underage daughter, on the internet?
Yeah, nigga. That's what he did. And YouTube monetized the video. And he keeps talking about underage. Like, bro, stop it, man.
And say some wild shit about it? Now she dealing with the shit in school. I had to pull her out of school. Real.
The fuck, bro? A 12th grader is being pulled out of school based on some dumb shit Corey Holcomb said when the mother is unbothered. Talking about, yeah, the mother, his wife, was pretty much encouraging this type of material because she doesn't give a fuck about it. She doesn't see it. She doesn't hear it. It doesn't affect her life. And it helps her run up a bag. And Anton was talking about being secure enough and going in on Tasha K's talking about she's promoting women to be insecure when it's getting in the way of a bag. So he's telling his wife some bullshit behind scenes, clearly, to try to make her comfortable with all the fuckery he's doing in order to make money. So he's selling out the integrity of his marriage. He's selling out his wife. He's selling out himself. He's selling out his community just for some money. As long as it makes money, all content is good content to Anton Daniels until he's emotionally hurt because his daughter's getting cooked. I do not believe his daughter is distressed and all these things that he's trying to line up for the lawsuit. I believe he's personally hurt. I believe he's personally colorist, and he personally does not like the appearance of his wife and his daughter, so that stung him more than it like the way people, the way the outside looks at it, we're like, oh, this is just some colorism. What's Corey Holcomb doing? The way it hurts Anton, it's hurting him to his core. Like, he really has an issue with these things. He don't love himself. He don't love the look. He doesn't like, he's insecure about his family's look, clearly. Clearly, there has to be some sort of insecurity. You're propping up these random YouTubers talking about they make you feel more valuable than your motherfucking wife.
Talk. I had to pull her out of school. She going through it.
So, bro, stop the fucking lies, man. I hate these reactions. I get to a lie capacity, and then I start getting angry because I'm getting lied to entirely too much. Like, stop it, bruh.
Straight up going through it.
I know she is. I have a 19-year-old.
It's unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? It's really unfortunate. And so, you know.
That's what really made me reach out to you.
I mean,
when I saw him put your baby picture, I said, see, he go fuck with people's kids. Nigga, fuck with your own kids. But he can't. He can't because his kids is doing better than him.
How do you fight a nigga that don't give a fuck about his own family?
That's a question you ask before the fight, maybe prior to the fight, maybe prior to antagonizing him. Maybe you think you should back down because you're a pussy and you're thinking about variables and how do I fight a nigga that like, shut up, nigga. Shut the fuck up, man. All this bitch assness, man. Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ. Hold it together, LT. Hold it together.
Because I value my family. You know what I'm saying? I value my.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Whether you do or not, you don't display that you value your family the way you're disrespecting your wife every day, parading around these chicks, talking about you flying with a bad chick everywhere. The pussy's available. Your wife can leave you, leave with the daughter. You don't value your family. But your wife's in on it. This is why I don't feel sorry for Rita. Rita's selling out the same way you're selling out. Y'all the same people.
Daughter. No woman in my life work. Not my wife's mom. The only time that you can work as a woman that's in my life is if it's a passion project or something that's meaningful to you. But you can't do it for money. You got to do it because you really care about it. My mom don't work. My daughter is not gonna be working, right? Not until she get of age to where, cause if my daughter decide, hey, I just wanna be a wife, I just wanna be a housewife for the rest of my life, I'm cool with that. I think that is a phenomenal job.
Well, she's going to have to facilitate that on her own, bruh. She's going to have to find a husband that's financially stable and is able to facilitate all the bills in this economy. She's going to have to find that. So you're going to have to cultivate, you know what? I'm not even saying anything else, man. This nigga's different.
If she just want to be a mother, I don't push my daughter to try to be the most modern person. I teach her morals, character, value, to love God, to be in church. She studies her Bible.
Morals, character, values coming from this nigga? Yo, God, yeah.
She go to Taekwondo, she go to school, and she enjoy her life as a young kid. That's it. So it's my job as a man to create the space for the women to truly become women, for them to be able to find themselves and to truly thrive in the space that they in. Rita don't give a fuck about what's going on the internet. Rita don't even look at the internet unless I tell her, hey, listen, I'm about to be on the internet doing this particular thing.
And we're talking about your wife?
Yeah, my wife.
Okay.
She not tripping off of none of this shit. She don't care because she in her own life, in her own bubble with her own Gucci loafers on right over there.
And her own Gucci loafers over there. That's what it all comes down to. That's what it all comes down to, the money. She could turn the cheek to Anton talking about he's bringing different women from city to city and the pussy's available. It has to be ready. She can take that marital disrespect, that lack of integrity in the marriage, in the relationship, shitting on the sanctity of marriage as being a conservative Christian grifter. What are we doing out here? What?
Up to woman, why would she give a fuck?
But at the same time, people want her to care because they want to come at me.
I mean, I go through fair. I go through the same thing.
They want her to care.
You know, there are videos up of Shaq being gay.
I mean, he's just a regular, he's a cool dude. I met him, he a cool guy.
He's not an internet guy, he's not this, he's a man of not many words, you know, they do that because they don't like what we do and they feel like, oh, well, you talk about everybody else's family and what they got going on, we should talk about yours, but it's like, but we have limits to what we do. You know, they do that because they don't like what we do and they feel like, oh, well, you talk about everybody else's family and what they got going on, we should talk about yours, but it's like, but we have limits to what we do and how far we go, you know?
I would never go after somebody.
Child.
I'm never gonna post a
Yo, if you don't get these two lying motherfuckers the fuck out of here, we don't go too far. We don't go too far in the media. Too fucking far in the media? Are you fried? Ma'am.
We should talk about yours, but it's like, but we have limits to what...
Limits. Ma'am. Tasha K. Limits. Tasha K. Limits. Whoa. I'm sorry. I'm just perplexed that we're hearing that from these two. Limits? We have limits? Tasha K, you said that Cardi B had herpes. Oh! You got sued because you said that she had herpes. Limits? What limits? And you know what's so dumb about Anton's point? Anton was talking about the aesthetically pleasing women, the women that are the prettiest, the best on the eyes, and that's why he reached out to like someone like Micca or something because they go the furthest. Eye candy, that means something, especially in this industry, blah, blah, blah. Who was the top person in the gossip industry doing what Tasha K did on national television before they drugged her up and they have somebody handling her now? Wendy Williams. Was Wendy Williams the cutest woman on the planet? Yeah, see, we got one person in the chat. Wendy. Wendy was top dog. Top dog. Was Wendy Kelly Rowland? No one gave a fuck about what Wendy looked like. Wendy's fans, the women in the chat, or the women in the crowd, the women that watched her on the chat online, they were there for the receipts, the tea, as they would like to say. They weren't there for no, like, come on, man. They were there for the drama and the fuckery, the commentary, the way she would read somebody, as the women would like to say. Oh! Like, come on, man. It's Wendy. So that just shat on his entire point about, oh yeah, we got to get the prettiest face on the screen, and oh yeah, they're pissed off when they find out they have a man. It's like, bro, what? No, nigga, no. Generally, female content creators cultivate a audience primarily consisting of women. Maybe if he's talking about a manosphere grift or the conservative grift he's on, maybe that they have more men, but who knows, man?
We do and how far we go, you know?
I would never go after somebody.
Child.
See, he said, I would never go after anybody's, then he thought about it. Then he was like, tyranny. Tyranny, tyranny, tyranny. You did that shit. Guilty as fuck. What the fuck we talking about? You would never do that. You would never do that?
LT checked him. LT said,
Stop the goddamn lies, bro. Stop the damn tall tales. We have evidence via footage. Multiple videos already reacted to. What the fuck are we talking about, sir?
I'm never gonna post I don't know.
Yeah.
That aggravates me. It honestly does. Like, I don't remember the last time that I was that mad ever in life.
I've seen him do it.
Now, this is a confession. This is a confession. Corey Holcomb won the one-on-one battle with you, Anton, because he told you to get your cake ass out the studio. He said, say it again. You didn't say it again. And then this statement right here, this admission right here is filthy work. You have never been this mad in your entire life when Corey Holcomb disrespected your daughter. You set Corey Holcomb up for that. Now, he's talking about chess move. Now, this is a chess move, and all content is good content, but you've never been so mad at your life from the results of your actions?
That aggravates me. It honestly does. Like, I don't remember the last time that I was that mad ever in life.
But let me ask you this.
I don't remember the last time that I've ever been that pissed off.
You lost, buddy. You're done. You're done, buddy. This confession,
You're done.
you fucked up. You fucked up. And that's what, remember what I said earlier. I said this several minutes ago about Anton, the one that he was really hurt. Not his daughter. His daughter's not distraught and hurt like the way he's trying to paint the picture. When he bowed out from the beef, he said, you guys won. He was hurt. He was devastated when he seen his daughter getting ridiculed and spoken to about, like, because he's talking about Corey Holcomb, never meet your heroes. So you admired and you looked up to Corey Holcomb. You revered Corey Holcomb. And then your hero shat on your daughter because that's what your hero does. He shits on kids. He disrespects kids. Like, he don't give a fuck. He disrespected his own kids. It's bad, man. These are your heroes, bruh?
As a content creator, we study the people that we do content on.
Facts.
Did you not think that Corey Holcomb was gonna go there, being that he's went there before or other?
I was prepared for him to come at my wife.
And you didn't mind?
No, I mind, but what am I gonna do about that?
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. You were prepared for him to go at your wife, but what can you do about it? Not start smoke with a nigga? Not go at a comedian that will go at your wife? If you don't want the problems, don't start them, nigga. You didn't have to go clout chasing on this platform, pandering for them folks, bro. Doing the Uncle Ruckus. The fuck are we talking about?
You know what I'm saying? Because listen,
you went on the show.
When I went to the show,
okay,
I didn't expect for this to happen.
Oh!
Chess moves, right? Chess moves.
You know what I'm saying? I studied him as a as a person because
remember after the whole thing he talked about, oh, he studied Corey Holcomb. This was a chess move. This was the greatest W he's ever had in his career. I'm like, bro, stop it, man. You're trying to convince yourself.
I was prepared to speak to whatever point that he made because my goal was to ultimately come on top because we had a conversation on the phone.
Stick together.
Mm-hmm.
Pause.
You didn't catch that, Anton?
As a person because I was prepared to speak to whatever point that he made because my goal was to ultimately come on top because
stick together.
Mm-hmm.
Pause.
We had a conversation on the phone where we said that we were going to have an uncomfortable conversation and we was going to clash. So I automatically knew it was going to be about black and white, conservative, Republican, black culture, all of that stuff, right? So I'm already prepared for that. I wasn't prepared for it to turn into a fight, but I'm always prepared to fight. It just.
All right, man. This is comical now. This has officially reached comical status, so.
That's all, folks.
We had Anton Daniels talking about he was always prepared to fight. This is the same man that got lumped up by his nephew at a Christmas celebration. By your nephew, sir. Bro got back on air because he needs to live on air and do the live streams, and his face was all fucked up, red marks in between his glasses, getting mopped by your nephew, bruh. You were always prepared to fight. You weren't prepared to fight that night. You weren't prepared to fight Corey Holcomb. You weren't prepared to fight that white dude in the deli. When were you prepared? What's going on?
It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's the nature of what it is.
Did you have security with you that day?
Yeah, I had one guy with me.
Still had security.
I had one guy, and he had a whole studio full of people.
Niggas that fought on his behalf when he punched Chris.
You know what? I'm fast forwarding this part because I don't care. This is not about Micca. We're here for Micca and his wife.
Go courtside with another man.
There we go.
I'll look at it, Tom.
There we go. I landed on the perfect spot. Pause.
Why y'all so insecure?
Wait, why was that? That's me reaching, bro. I could let that go. That doesn't need to be paused. Landing on the perfect spot, like why? What? That? No, man. We're not pausing that, man. We're letting that fly.
Bring your little pretty little self around my husband, bitch. You got. And Micca is stacked. Where I'm from the South. Y'all are from the North.
Mm-hmm.
So things are perceived very differently.
Mm-hmm.
My husband, courtside, and Micca is stacked.
Yeah, she's stacked.
Gorgeous.
100%.
Ain't no.
That's appropriate. You got her because of the look of her. This girl's saying she's stacked and she's gorgeous. You're sitting there 100%. Yep, stacked, gorgeous. Side chick.
Motherfucking way. I told her, I said, you think you gonna bring your little pretty little self around my husband? Bitch, you got me fucked.
Why y'all so...
I told her just like that.
This
and
is
she
a
was
better...
just like,
The real conversation is why y'all so insecure?
oh!
Now, Anton has officially turned into the woman he hates. He has officially turned into the red pill manosphere enemy #1 final boss. He's turned into that chick. Now he's flipping the script. Now it's you're insecure. Now you're violating your relationship. It's not. This is where he throws Micca all the way under the bus. It's not a business trip. It's not any of that. It's y'all are insecure. It's not. I'm not violating. I'm not doing anything wrong. Courtside with another chick that's stacked and everything, and I'm trying to get that.
Oh my God!
Y'all are insecure. Why don't you grow up? Y'all are insecure. That you sound like a feminist. Like.
No, it's not. I'm insecure. I was raised that way. I'm not insecure. It's
What do you
just
mean?
because my husband.
Listen. This is the way I look at it, Tasha.
Okay.
This is the way honest to God, this is the way I look at it.
Lying ass.
I look at everything as content.
Could she go?
Now, you see the inconsistencies here? You see how their story is not lining up? You see how he threw Micca under the bus? So Micca says, hey, This was business. We were courtside for about 10 minutes, and then we were doing business. I was a tag along to try to get some more opportunities because she's a clout chasing demon. She thinks just by standing there, she's going to get in on some real business opportunities, and she has nothing to offer the business. Peak delusion. None of that ever happened. Y'all were enjoying a courtside game, and you blew her cover.
Go courtside with another man.
Oh, Rita, she's not a content creator.
Oh, so you look at it as content, and Rita couldn't do it because she's not a content creator. So what do you do to us content creators, Anton Daniels? You make, when everybody does collabs and moves in a certain way, everybody's now under review because everybody's out here trying to...
Oh my God!
Because you think that's appropriate because you can just throw the label of, oh, we're content creators, so this is content. I can do something that is clearly an indication of a violation of my relationship. I can just do it because I'm a content creator. I could just pull up the phone and I'm gonna take a picture. Now this is okay. Yeah, send this to your husband. He'll now this is good. There's a picture to it. Content, yeah.
Could she?
She's not a content creator.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, it matters.
Could she?
It matters.
No, because there's a level to I don't talk about disabled people. I don't talk about kids. I don't talk about misfortunate people that just can't defend themselves. I have a boundary to what I...
Well, you put herpes in Cardi B, but hey.
I use as content. And I don't play with my marriage as content.
When Micca comes and does anything with me, 9 times out of 10, Rita is there.
Now, we know for certain that's a lie.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
That was the only thing that she said that lined up with Anton. The 9 times out of 10 bullshit. That's bullshit. She's not there. She wasn't there with you guys in California. She wasn't there with you in the hotel room. She said she doesn't even watch the content unless you alert her to, so she's not there watching every Room 9 episode with you on the stream with her. She wasn't privy to any of the flirting that you guys did that folks are pulling up. Stop the goddamn cap, sir. Stop it. And even if she's there 90% of the time, that 10% of the time is enough for the... well enough time for the...
Oh my God!
Now, I abused that drop too many times this episode. I think I've reached the limit.
Like, a lot of times when people, like the interview, for example, we did an interview, me and Micca, whatever, so on and so forth. She was there.
I know but it's the
most of the time where I travel,
the intimacy. You going
for a courtside seat?
This is why. I'm gonna let this play, and then I'm gonna get to what Tasha K said after this interview because this is exactly why she said what she said.
She was there.
I know but it's the
most of the time where I travel,
the intimacy. You going
for a courtside seat?
Bro, that's considered a date. You have to understand.
Tasha,
okay, as a content creator, Anton. Okay.
So Anton saying courtside seats to an NBA game is not a date in any form or fashion. Although we have receipts of Micca saying that a $5,000 date is her standard for a date because she's trying to finesse this little fat nigga. So a $5,000 date. Oh, courtside. Get some courtside tickets. That'll do. She talked about size don't matter if the wallet is big enough. She's just out here clout chasing and just dusting it up, man. This is so bad.
So this is
we live in a social media era, and you know all visibility
to agree to disagree.
Is good visibility.
I was just out with Ray.
All visibility is good visibility, but yet you're calling Tasha K for damage control. Tasha K called you, set up this interview, but the person that has the brunt of this, is facing the brunt of this, the backlash, because Anton don't give a fuck about the women that he runs around and he parades and talks about flying from city to city with. Micca's getting the backlash from this. She's getting the brunt of the backlash. So she had to call Tasha K to try to do some PR move to stop the bleeding. Didn't work. But all publicity is good publicity. He needs to stop that. This is a different era. We're in a different industry. You lose credibility in this industry and your career can just go downhill. It's not the same as being a singer, a rapper, or an actor in the past where all publicity was good publicity because we were here for the art. We weren't here for conversational pieces. We weren't here for your character. We weren't here for the integrity of anything. We just wanted some good music and whatever. It was different back then. We're in a different era, nigga. This is different forms of entertainment. This is why I always harken back to B. Simone talking about her social media career, how she went from making $1 million in a month to $10,000 the next month when she got canceled and cooked. People switch and people check out. There's too many people to watch. There's too much selection. It's like if you're dusting it up and you're not what you say you're representing, on to the next, nigga.
You're a victim.
Here we go, CSI.
Jay, a couple weeks ago for his birthday, we were, being ushered around from club to club.
Hey, chat, get these likes up.
We get to one, yes, Ray J. We get to one club and we're.
I'm gonna save this for her story. This is not relevant to anything that Futon has saying.
A whole bottle of Casamigos. The nigga was you been on the internet.
Yeah.
Nigga, you a simp. What the fuck? How you gonna let Tasha K do you like that?
But that's the difference between me and you is that I think that all content is good content.
Even the content that hurts your daughter's feelings and has her distraught, distressed, calling in from school. I don't believe a word of that bullshit. I think that's all his feelings.
I think that you have to look at it from a business. I look at everything from a business perspective. Everything.
Let me ask the wife. Give me a second.
He sees everything from a business perspective. That's why he's selling out his community. That's why he's selling out his relationship. That's why he's selling out his wife. This is bad, man.
Well, you can't put her on camera.
I ain't gonna put her on camera.
Okay.
I just want, can I get her voice? Permission to get your voice. Okay, Shay, I have to move off camera. She cannot be seen, but I'm gonna let her voice be heard. Is that okay? I'm just gonna move this way. All right, cool. He be tripping about me moving. You better sit your ass down. Okay, Miss Rita, you are absolutely gorgeous, by the way. I can tell you ain't worked there 18 years.
No, ma'am.
Damn. That's why I be stressed out and shit. I be working.
She don't work.
Every day. So, Miss Rita.
She worked for me.
She works for you? She don't work for you. You
Yes,
work
she
for
does.
her. Because she ain't working. You work.
She runs the whole real estate division of what it is that I'm building. We build houses and everything.
You're building or y'all are building?
This is typical narcissistic behavior. Take credit for everything. It's all you, even though it's ours, it's mine. I'm the head. She's running everything, but it's me. Nigga talked about being retired since 2019, but he's working his ass off ever since. Like, what part of that is retirement, bro?
The company, she works with the company. She is my wife, so naturally she's automatically involved. But her responsibilities in the company is...
Bro, your words, automatically involved. She's an automatic owner. You're trying to, like, rip her off of any type of credit or name, title, or anything. It's just all credit to you, and she's just an employee of yours like the way that your side chicks are.
Oversee dealing with the contractors. She pull the permits. She work with everybody. She is very smart.
So you don't own the company? It's not 50-50?
It ain't no such thing as 50-50.
Hold on, Lord,
We together. Like, that's my husband, so what's mine is his.
Okay, so but is your name on the company as owner?
Yes.
Okay, so what I'm saying to you is, as a content creator, he has amassed a lot of followers, right? 4 channels. Do you feel like he needs to create content in context that would, one, because Micca is being slandered, okay?
Understand that he threw Micca all the way under the bus. He said that date at the basketball game was content. That floor side seats, that was content. He didn't say it was a business trip. He didn't say anything because what Tasha K did was Tasha K had this interview with Micca. She didn't release it to the public. She didn't release it. Anton didn't see it. Then she had the interview with Anton. So sort of like a police interrogating two suspects, 2 co-defendants separately so they can tell conflicting stories and then they can catch them in their fucking lies. So that's what happened here. And this was before she did the other one on that perspective show, whatever the fuck it's called. I'm butchering every name tonight. So they got caught in their lies. Nothing is consistent here. They should have prepared for that. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. The deleting of season 2, episode 148 of Room 9, where they're flirting, deleting that footage. All content is good content. You're doing this for content, but you deleted the footage. The bracelet that's up in question right now that he may have purchased her. There's too many slips here. You guys wanted people to find out. He's trying to disrespect his wife for sport. It's like a game to him. How much he can get away with while having her oblivious while defending him, helping the grift.
Yes, it does take 2 content creators to do that. And 2, that would give the image or perception that there's some disrespect going on in your relationship.
100%.
Don't you feel that Anton is bigger than that and he doesn't need to create content like that? Or is that okay with you?
Honestly, I don't even think about it because I don't follow that type of stuff. I do think that Micca is getting slandered, and I don't think that she deserves the slander that she's getting. But as far as the content goes, I don't think about it because I don't care. Like, I don't care what people say about me.
His wife doesn't think about it, and his wife doesn't care. But suddenly, his daughter is going through it. Stop it, bro.
But perception.
And I don't care what people think about me because I know the truth and I know what happens in our marriage, in our relationship, and that's all that matters to me. Like, what people say and think, I could care less.
I get it, but not everybody is built like you, and even certain family. Like, my husband is Muslim.
Not everybody's a sellout like the Daniels family. I'm just going to keep it a stack, man. She knows what the fuck is going on. She's not oblivious to any of this fuckery. She signed up for it. Anton is telling her whatever the fuck he's telling her, talking about don't be insecure, don't get your feelings involved, let's get this money, let's bag, chase, and sell our souls. He signed him up for this. She's following his lead, under his covering, while he's doing whatever the fuck he wants to do. It is what it is, man. There's no victims here. Not in their situation. In Micca's situation, that's completely different. Divorce pending. Y'all get these likes up, chat. Let's get these likes up. These likes are rather dusty. I'm doing the work, chat. Let's get these likes up. It's not registering. I'm seeing the like count. All I'm seeing is, come on, chat. Let's get these likes, man. Let's get these likes.
Right? So even me out being on a date with another man or hugging another man, like, you know how you do, I have to do like the side hug. I can't fully engage with another man on a hug just because of his culture and his religion. It's not that he's insecure. It's just the way that, you know, women on this side, men on this side. But for you, I'm saying your husband is very successful. We can both agree, yes, right? At this point, I don't feel like he needs content creation because obviously you guys have an off platform to where you can still sustain yourselves as millionaires to thrive, right? Mm-hmm. Do you feel like with everything that has happened to Micca, she's a casualty of war, now she's having to come out here and defend herself, defend her name, protect. Do you feel like maybe they could have not done content like this and it wouldn't have been the repercussions that's going on now? Because it does look bad. And that's what I was telling Micca when I interviewed her. When you look from an outsider looking in, and I'm not Tasha K. I'm every woman that's looking at you.
So if this objectively looks bad as two married people, how are you acting a goofy and acting like this is good for your content, being a conservative Christian man who's married, who wants to be a representation of your talking points, somebody that wants to be a representation of the man that you want your daughter to marry? You, sir, are doing content so goofy and saying, yeah, it's just content. Ridiculous, man. What's wrong with this guy? It makes no sense. It's just complete fabrication. Shout out to Random University.
Looking at Anton, we barely see you. We see her. She's gorgeous.
How long ago did this super chat come in? I've been neglecting a super chat? Yo, how dare me, man? Yo, L's in the chat for me for disrespecting this super chat. How long was this super chat here? Shout out to Personal Shoppers with the $10 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
Personal Shopper says, thanks for the content. It's interesting and funny. Your comments are hilarious. How long ago was this? Yo, I went out sad. Let me scroll up and see. Yo, this is so long ago. Holy shit. Hey, yo, my bad, chat. My bad. I ain't supposed to miss super chats. Nigga, I'm shouting up random university randomly before I get to a goddamn super chat. This nigga he didn't pay nothing. He's getting the shout out, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck am I doing to my super chats? Yo, my bad, chat. My bad. Shout out to personal shoppers. I thought it was so long ago you left the chat by now. It's like the retention wasn't retentioning, or what the hell am I trying to say? Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Retention ain't retaining. There we go. Fuck, man. English kicking my ass tonight.
At basketball games with him, can you understand from a person's perspective how they would view that?
Yeah, absolutely. But as far as the content goes, I mean, I don't think that it should have been handled differently because...
Do you hear this dumb shit? Chat, do you hear this idiocy from Anton Daniels' wife? Sorry, bruh. She's part of the content right now, so we're going to criticize her the way we criticize everybody else. This is filthy work. So...
how they would view that?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know how people would view it because you have to view it. So you're selling your husband for some money for a comfortable life where you haven't worked in 19 years. You're selling this nigga out. Is that what's going on? You're pimping your husband? Like...
But as far as the content goes, I mean, I don't think that it should have been handled differently because...
As far as the content goes, she doesn't feel like it should have been handled differently. So they're outright saying that Anton Daniels courtside with Micca was content. A courtside date with another woman is content. No live streams from there. No real event there. They're not broadcasting the game. They're not working for ESPN or something. They're not commentators. They're there as a couple enjoying a courtside date. No business meetings. No mention of a business meeting whatsoever. But that's content. And she's okay with that. And she likes the way it's... I'm telling y'all, man, there's no free Rita shirts. There's no, she's being disrespected. She is complicit. She's a part of this. She's selling out too, man.
Nobody knew that it was going to get to this because that's not the idea behind it. Like, that's not what they were going for. That's not what they was doing. I think that it should have been handled differently because nobody knew that it was going to get to this because that's not the idea behind it. Like, that's not what they were going for. That's not what they was doing. And when she went on the show with him, Corey knew that she was coming. So for him to try to flip it like he didn't, that's where the disconnect is, I feel like.
Oh my God. Oh my God. The brainwashing is real. Corey knew she was going to be there. Corey didn't allow her to be on the show. What is she talking about? Why is she talking about this perspective like she has any type of insight or idea of what the hell Corey planned for his show? Corey knew she was gonna be there. Bro, that's what he told you, so your dumbass wouldn't be mad that you had a girl and he had another woman in a hotel with him. And it's not like they were in separate rooms. They were in the same damn room. This is pathetic, bro. You can't be serious. You can't be serious right now.
Okay. And it's okay for him to go to basketball games with other women because there's one more that I saw. She had a lot of gums. I don't know who she was.
I seen him do it.
I reacted to that in the video, and I'm like, yo, he got caught cheating again. Who's this girl? It was, just gums. Just smiling so hard, all you seen all the gums. Who was that?
Was that your cousin? Who was it? I
thought you was talking to her.
I am talking to her, but I'm just saying there was another. She don't know. She probably don't know who he went to the basketball game.
She knows every time I go everywhere.
Okay, so there was a lady. He went to the basketball game.
Yeah, she's not in the dark, chat. She's not in the dark. He's hiding out in the open. So if she doesn't know, and his lies, and he's finessing her, and she's really this stupid. Like, the reason why I'm saying she's complicit and she knows and she's a sellout and all this stuff, because I'm like, at this point, you really have to be like next level stupid. Beyond an idiot. Top level idiocy to not know at this point. So I'm like, she has to be in on it. Because if he's finesse, like, how dumb do you have to be? But I'm sure she's in on it.
I'm talking to her, but I'm just saying there was another. She don't know. She probably don't know who he went to the basketball game with.
She knows every time I go everywhere.
Okay, so there was a lady he went to the basketball game
See,
with.
what he's trying to do is make it seem like he's out here hiding out in the open. He's hiding out in the open. Everybody can see it, but except Rita. So she's the victim. She doesn't know that she's getting played. The daughter don't know that his wife getting cheated, that her mother's getting cheated on, and her father is a cheater. Could potentially break up the family. They don't know anything. He's just hiding out in the open. Yeah, she knows. She knows that you're going to all these sporting events with these women, but she doesn't know about the inner relationships that you're having with them. She don't know about you're sliding in DMs, talking about flying out and then potential booty clapping sounds. She don't know about any of that, but she knows that you're having these conversations and you're having these basketball dates, the courtside floor seats, doing that with women. She knows.
When she went to smile on the Jumbotron, all I saw was gums and it was little bitty teeth. And I was just like, when I saw you, I was like, what the fuck is he doing out with it? No disrespect to her. Did you see what I'm doing? This is gonna go viral. So what I'm saying is, does he need to do that to create content? Don't you feel like he's talented enough to leave the perceptions of content trolling alone?
But look where it got him. We're here with you because of
This was a gross confession, Rita. This was a gross confession. Rita has the same mind as somebody like Micca. Look where it got him. We're sitting here with you. So you're getting your relationship, the integrity, the sanctity of your marriage. The optics look terrible. So you're letting all this slide because you got to this level to be on Tasha K. The clout. Another clout demon. This is pathetic. This is pathetic. And do you know what Anton looks like right now? The look on his face during this? A proud clout demon bag chaser look on his face. Complete sellout. Oh, look where it got us. First you're selling out your community. Now you're selling out your wife, bro. This is some Adam 22 shit. This is filthy, man.
True. The perceptions of content trolling alone.
But look where it got him. We're here with you because of it.
True. True. Because I wouldn't have called you unless it was,
So why would we stop?
They're celebrating this. I don't want a call from Tasha K. Tasha K is the last person I want to hear from. If Tasha K is hitting me up, then I'm doing something fucked up. I'm fucking up. I'm dusting it up. I'm the center of controversy and attention for the wrong reasons. You don't want to be on certain people's radars. Like certain people, if they see like their face in one of my thumbnails, like they know it's going bad. They know it's a whole bunch of
nigga, you gotta go.
The fuck is wrong with you? So certain people, you don't want to see your face affiliated with them because you know it's not for anything positive. It's gonna go bad. So the fact that they're celebrating this, oh, we got here with you, it's like, you don't want to be here. Like, what?
But now Micca is literally being, for her to have to sit on a platform like mine, I gotta say, she has some PR training. I gotta give it to her because I went at her every which way to break her. And she didn't break. And then when we broke off the camera, I said, you're doing good. You ready for the big leagues? To sit with me? You ready? Because
that is the furthest thing from truth. That's the furthest thing from the truth. She got cooked. I think because Tasha doesn't know the whole lore. She doesn't know the double talking, the contradictions, the things that she fucked up in that line of questioning. She doesn't know how bad that was. That was horrible. That was atrocious. That interview ended anything that she's ever done on this platform. All the lies were confronted and cooked. That was very bad. That was worse than her other interview with that other dude that news dude. Because that was the recovery interview. That was we fucked up on Tasha K. Let's get this one out, make this one go viral. So these lies and this gaslighting works because the Tasha K gaslighting didn't work at all. So yeah, no, you're fluffing it up because you're trying to make him feel comfortable in the performance that she gave, but it was putrid. Pathetic.
There was no stone left unturned, and I just feel like
no stone left unturned. She said that Anton and the husband Well, she implied that Anton and her husband met. You didn't even follow up the question to ask how they met, if they met, because she said not in person, implying that they've met, but they didn't meet in any other type of way. So, yeah, stones were completely unturned.
A lot of that stuff can be done without to make content. Mm-hmm. And I would have interviewed him anyway. He sat with Charleston White. I would have.
I don't know.
I would have. I didn't even know about Micca until she reached out to me. She reached out to me. I did not reach out to Micca.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was off my radar.
Tasha, I think you don't understand. I have a level of loyalty in my life.
I can tell she's very comfortable.
That's a different.
And you see, I'm in her face.
Yeah, I know.
Smelling like alcohol and everything.
You smell delicious.
Thank you.
She's not tripping off of none of this.
Valentino, yes.
Rita don't care about none of this.
I'm coming. Give me a second. Look at him, being all husband-like. But okay, no problem. So,
one thing that you did do is admit that she's covering for you, because you said the amount of loyalty that I have. I'm like, well, if she was just telling the truth right now and just being honest about things, then there's no loyalty being displayed, that she's just being honest and forthcoming with the truth. But you saying, oh yeah, I got all this loyalty in my corner, shows that she's running your narrative. She's singing the tunes that you want her to sing, sir. And then you exposed it because the ego.
you're okay. Your marriage is secure. You don't mind him going to basketball games with other women. It's all good.
It's all good.
It's all good. He can go to basketball games with other women. It's all good. It's not a business trip. Micca, you know you done fucked up, right? Micca, you know you done fucked up, right? This ain't looking good, Micca.
I'm getting rich.
Shout out to Lee with the $5 super chat. Lee says, you think Micca's husband should have done an interview with her in the beginning? Whoa. You think Micca's husband should have done an interview with her in the beginning to squish this as a united front? Also, the rumor that A and R are going to divorce. Also, the rumor that A and R going divorce. Who's A and R going to divorce? Anton and Rita? No. Anton and Rita, Rita's in on this. Rita ain't divorcing nothing. Her man, Micca's husband, is not going to stand and be a united front as he's being cucked by his woman, being disrespected by the likes of Anton, Tampon, Futon, Daniels. United front for that embarrassment. She wasn't a united front with him. She allowed him to get cooked, clowned to the point of deleting his social medias and hiding. That's very bad. She's not a wife. She did not move like a wife. She was under another man's covering in a hotel room with another man, being Anton Daniels. Folks don't think that he can pull anything. Everybody looks at Anton Daniels and they're like, yep.
I'll just pay for the pussy, okay. I'll pay for the pussy, okay.
Survey said,
I pay for the pussy, okay.
That's what they see from Anton Daniels. So your wife going out with this guy, getting flown out by this guy. If y'all have not seen the video, Anton Daniels deleted this video and created a new character. That's on my channel, 60-something thousand views. Y'all got to see it. It shows Anton Daniels' history, the complete fraud that he is, the character that he created for YouTube, because he's a bag chaser, by all means. This is why Rita's like, hey, it got us here, because Rita knows what he came from. The hot dog costume, the clout chasing by any means. This is the pinnacle of success for them. Doesn't matter if it's a dusty controversy.
All right. She's a good woman, Anton. You know how they say it's a good man, Savannah. She's a good man. She's a good woman,
I believe
Anton.
that if guys don't have 100% confidence from their girl, and if they girl is feeling some type of way, then that's the responsibility of the guy before you ever become public to have control over your situation. Right? My chick is unshakable. She not tripping off of none of this because everything that I was already doing or everything that I got going on, I'm good. I don't have the same.
Anton, I think your wife values your money in your pocket more than your fidelity and you yourself. I think that's what it comes down to. I don't think she cares a fuck if you're faithful or not, and I don't think she gives a fuck about none of that. She cares that she's living a good life. She's more of a I'm about to say she's more of a sellout than him. I don't even know if that's possible. That brother needs some help, man.
Personally, I feel like that brother needed help.
Problems that other men have, I don't have those problems.
Well, I mean, if you take care of your wife and you're honest, I always tell men this all the time, and we can agree on this. If a man tells a woman the truth, she gonna stay.
If a man tells the woman the truth, she's gonna stay. Anton has been hiding out in the open. He has not told her the truth. He has not rendered the truth. She's acting oblivious, although the truth is in front of her. So she's acting like she don't know and he don't cheat, and that's why he gets off these lies like he's 100% faithful to her. She's acting oblivious. Why? Because why does she want to ruin the bag? She thinks like him.
Because it's about the respect. Don't leave me in the dark. That's why a lot of women have no problem being on the side, because they know more than the wife when they're on the side.
But there's nothing on the side.
I get it. I'm just telling you how forthright we are as women. We can adapt to any situation. My husband comes from a polygamous background.
Really?
His dad, yes. His father has 3 wives. His brother has 2. His other brother has, 2 wives and a baby mama.
So let me ask you a question. So it's cool if I go with the guys to the game.
Yeah.
But it's not cool if I take a girl to the game.
Now, I hate when folks do this. This is what I call playing intentionally dense. You just said it wouldn't be okay if your wife went out with another man to the game because she's not a content creator. She's not creating content. It would just be a date. But now you're comparing going out with a guy and another woman. Are you okay, sir? Are you okay? This is filthy work. Yes, the gaslighting. This is filthy work. Absolute filthy work.
Absolutely motherfucking not. Unless you want her ass whoop, Anton.
Why? Cool if I go with the guys to the game.
Yeah.
But it's not cool if I take a girl to the game.
In my opinion, absolutely motherfucking not. Unless you want her ass whoop, Anton.
Why?
You trying to get that bitch ass whooped.
Why?
Because I don't know her. And I don't know her intentions.
But she does know.
I get that. But what I'm saying to you...
Oh my God, yo, this is so pathetic, yo. But she does... Oh, so that makes it okay? So, Anton, you do know Rita's coming over to get her cheeks clapped, right? She told you, so it's okay. It justifies the action. And we're going to record it, so it's content. It's content. That's the Adam 22 style. That's the Adam 22 mental gymnastics that he does, where he's open on camera and closed off camera with him and his wife. That's the mental gymnastics. They think there's a separation with camera and non-camera. The action is being done. Ask Anton if he would wife a porn star. Oh, it's just content, right? The cheeks clapping. The men are entering. Loads are being let off in her face and various other areas. But it's just content, and all content is good content. Again! Yo, you can't make this shit up, man.
Learn the rules! As a regular woman watching your platform, watching the content coming out, it is viewed as a conservative man who stands on conservative values is being disrespectful to his wife.
I don't really care about what other people think. The only thing that matters is the truth.
You don't care what other people think? In the media? Trying to frame narratives and control the narrative in the media? You're controlling the image that you're putting out and the way you're maneuvering to lead people to think these things, but then you're going to sit up here and say, you don't care what people think? It only matters about the truth? The truth in most people's head is that you're cheating on your wife. You're doing it very disrespectfully. You're hiding out in the open. You're feeding her bullshit, and she's dumb enough to digest the bullshit. That's what it appears like to most people. Others think that Rita's in on it and she's a clout demon the same way you are because it brings her money and she lives a relaxed life. But right now, this is terrible. This is atrocious. I don't want to hear this nigga talking about Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith and their relationship and their issues. Like, come on, man.
Now, from a content creation, see, I'm able to separate it. I could separate the content from the real.
I thought you said the content was the real. I thought you said people are the realist. Or you said you're just the same person in the content and the real, and there's no separation and blah, blah, blah. I can't remember this nigga's words. He's trash. But come on, man. What are we doing out here? What the hell are we doing out here? You know where this nigga belongs? This nigga belongs on like the Housewives or something. This nigga belongs on Love and Hip Hop or one of these dusty ass reality shows where he thinks he could just fake the funk and I'm just gonna separate the content. Like, if you don't shut that, hit the like button, chat. Let's get these likes up. We pulling up on 3 hours of a reaction. This is crazy. 3 hours. The fuck? You didn't even react to an hour of this. How is it 3 hours?
And the real is that ain't no smut on my name. Ain't nobody that had never said nothing negative about me. I don't owe nobody nothing.
So you've never
Misinformation. What?
cheated on your
I've
wife?
never cheated. Never. That's
Oh shit, my bad. I'm supposed to be covering this. The fuck am I doing? Didn't register to me. How long did I play that shit? What the hell am I? Yo, how long did I play that? Copyright, LT. Copyright.
and I'm looking you in your eyes, and I'm telling you I ain't never cheated.
Okay, did you have her permission?
That's
to
not even
sleep with anybody else?
Let me tell you what my life philosophy is.
Yeah.
Answer the question.
No. I'm gonna answer your question, but I want to add the.
It's a yes or no question. Have you cheated? No. Have you ever had permission? Let me tell you about. Let me. No, sir. Answer the question. Yes or no.
Context too, because I answered it first and saying that I ain't never did nothing out of pocket.
But cheating and having permission, like my father-in-law has the permission of all the women to marry. They have to ask permission to the first wife to get the second wife, second and
Well,
first
I'm not
wife
from
to
that
get
culture.
the third.
I'm from here
You
in the United
understand?
States
So there's
of America.
an agreement.
There is no agreements. But let me tell you what my life philosophy is. And this is the reason why I say this. I don't have time for hoes.
Let me tell you. Let me tell y'all, chat. You always have time for hoes.
Oh my God!
Doesn't matter how busy you are. Doesn't matter how much time you think you spend with an individual. You always have time for hoes. Do not believe these motherfuckers when they tell you this bullshit. What you believe is consistent actions. What you believe is standards and principles that are followed and no wiggle room. No bullshit excuses. None of this devious for content shit. You trust respectable, trustworthy actions. You don't trust some bullshit ass words and some tall tales and some speech from some dusty ass fat nigga. We ain't doing that, bruh. We ain't doing that.
That's the honest to God truth. I come from an environment and a generation where they say MOB is money over bitches.
Money over bitches, the culture that you hate, sir. Coming from hip hop culture, money over bitches. You come from this generation, but you're always disparaging this culture. Always disparaging the culture. It's always the culture's fault. But now you're referencing a cultural phrase. MOB, money over bitches. Jesus Christ. Shout out to
I'm getting rich.
Shout out to you with the $5 super chat. I do not know, like, this is not, is this even a name? This is just an assorted amount of letters. This is, yeah, shout out to you, 77, with the $5 super chat. No, he did not answer the question, Leah. He did not answer the question.
All day long. I'm never going to fumble a bag over a woman.
He said he's never going to fumble a bag over a woman. Never cheated, but he has a fleet of hoes. He said he's flying, he always has a bad chick with him every city he goes to. He said the pussy has to be available for him. But you're never going to fuck up a bag for hoes. You had Micca in the hotel room with you.
I've seen him do
But
it.
you're not gonna fumble the bag over hoes. Did he answer the question? No. He didn't give a yes or no. Not at all. This is so bad.
I'm getting rich.
Shout out to Elijah's Tarot with the $10 super chat.
God damn.
You said, would have gotten to this sooner, but I had to wait 20 minutes. However, I've been watching your channel in the shadows, upload more frequently, and me and my friend enjoy your down-to-earth reactions. Keep going. Shout out to you with the $10 super chat. Oh, you had to, I was wondering, I'm like 20 minutes. Oh, the 20 minutes to speak because you had to like subscribe to speak. So you've been watching as a non-sub. Come on, man. Come on, bruh. Gotta hit that subscribe button. If you are watching in the shadows right now and you are not talking in the chat, at least subscribe, chat. At least hit that subscribe button. Shout out to you with the $10 super chat, though. So you're telling me to upload more frequently. Needed a comma there. That's why I was fucking up that read. Upload more frequently. Me and my friend enjoy your down-to-earth reactions. Keep going. See, the problem is, you know what? There is no problem. Shout out to you. I will upload more frequently.
Under no circumstances. Never. It's 8,600, 8,700. I'm never going to fumble a bag over a woman. Under no circumstances. Never. It's 8,760 hours in a year. That means if I'm not making money with you, if I'm not getting money with you, I have a bunch of women.
Answer the fucking question, sir. Answer the question. You're never going to fuck up a bag for X, Y, and Z, but you didn't give a yes or no answer. It's been so long that he's been deflecting and obfuscating to some other bullshit that I don't even remember the question anymore. Was the question, does he get permission? Is there a deal or something? Like, we're so far gone from the damn like, what are we doing out here?
Literally like 80% of my staff is women. If we not getting money together, it's nothing for us to talk about. If I'm not trying to figure out how it is that we can get a bag together, I don't give a fuck about you.
Hey, this is the thing, Anton. She can get a bag from you if...
I'll just pay for the bus game.
So you're talking about bag together and all this bullshit. It's like, bro, we this is tired. Answer the question.
That's just straight up. Because I don't have the capacity to really even spend as much time as I want to spend with my own daughter. So ain't no way in the world that I'm worried about a hoe. Listen, I'm 43 years old. Pussy is plentiful. That's nothing. That's easy. That's easy. I'm rich, I'm successful, and I can do anything that I want to do. I can go anywhere where I want to go. I can buy pretty much anything I want. That's low-hanging fruit. My goal is to figure out how I can generate the most revenue possible, take care of as many families as possible, make sure that the people in my community is straight, and make sure that all of the people that depend on me got a bag. I don't have time to be focused on no hoes. So if we can create content together, or if we can go get some money together, then cool.
It's a total fabrication.
Stop the cap.
No, the money's just a part of it. The money's just a part of it. But Micca, bro, stop it. Stop it.
Then you can be in my sphere. And I'm going to play it up.
But a lot
No, I'm going to play it up. I'm going to sell it for the cameras and all of that. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. Prior to me realizing that you actually had a husband here, I was thinking to myself, I might have to flirt with Tasha.
Now, this is a next level of pathetic. Now we've reached the absolute bottom of the bottom of patheticness. What are we doing here? Now you're trying to sell this fraudulent image. Oh, this is so bad, bro. This is so bad. Now, we want to flirt with Tasha. I got to play it up as a conservative Christian married man. So you're just trying to lean into this and try to act like this is what you were doing purposely. Oh yeah, I'm not getting caught doing this and cheek clapping. I'm just playing this up for content. All these violations, this is just content. Bro, we're not born yesterday. Like, who is this nigga, man? This is ridiculous.
A little bit.
That would happen though. I'm not that type of person you can flirt with.
Well, I didn't know that, but we was gonna figure that out.
Even if I wasn't with my husband, I'm not that type of person you can flirt with.
I have to respect the boundaries that you create because This is your platform.
You have to respect the boundaries that she creates. So Micca did not create any type of boundaries because that's you. You've been violating everything. You've been doing what the fuck you want to do with Micca. You speak for Micca. Telling her not even speaking about her relationship status when somebody asked. You're like, no, she don't speak about that. It's like, bro, they asked her, not you, nigga. So Micca clearly has no respect and no, like, man, this is bad. No respect at all for her husband.
This is a space that you live in. But I'm going to sell it. I'm going to sell it 1,000 times out of 1,000 times. And
why would you sell it? You are trying to come on this platform for years telling people that you are a devoted Christian man who is married and is a representation of all the good things in the community. You said on Fresh and Fit you were the closest thing to Jesus Christ. Now you're selling a Playboy lifestyle, talking to all these women, talking about you're flying in chicks from X, Y, and Z, and you always keep a bad chick with you and the pussy's readily available, and now you would have flirted with Tasha K to play it up and blah, blah, blah. What are we doing out here? What are we doing out here? This is not reality television. This is not Love and Hip Hop, nigga. This is the fuck. This is so bad. This nigga think he's on Baddies or something. Pause. Like, what the fuck? What are we doing?
I'm getting rich.
Shout out to Elijah's Tarot. Yeah, I said that right the first time, right? Shout out to Elijah's Tarot with the $10 super chat. You said we need more Austin Holloman content. Fake marriage, fake views, and down bad. Yikes, he's faking views too now? Like, he was getting botted for a while, but he's faking the views? I thought that nigga took my advice. I told this nigga, yo, just do these videos with Z. Like, that's what they want to see. They don't want to see no political bullshit. They don't want to see you getting curved on live streams. Just do these videos with Z and run up the bag. And I think that's what he's been doing. But, hey, fake marriage, hey, you got to grift somewhere. And he's been grifting. It's like we've told people about Austin Holloman so many times. If people don't want to listen, hey, it's on them, man. It's on them. He's going to do whatever he can do to try to run up a bag the same way Anton's trying to run up a bag. The grift is real, man. The grift is real.
My biggest thing is, and what I try to understand from people, is why don't y'all leverage the visibility, even if it's negative visibility, in order to run it up?
I mean, I
look at it.
He is in the political talk space. He keeps talking about the culture is down bad, the culture is this, society. You're in the political, the cultural, the relationship talk space, and you think it's okay to come online and be a complete fraud. Oh, just run it up, get all the attention. Do you hear yourself?
Everything is a marketing opportunity.
I get that, but when we get to certain phases in life, like me, when I first started, I don't know if you're familiar with my early on content. I was ruthless.
You the one that found out about Derrick Jackson.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what the problem with Derrick Jackson was?
We take full credit.
you know what the problem about Derrick is?
The car seat in the back.
You know.
See, this would have been Derrick Jackson #2 if Tasha was more prepared. Tasha was not prepared for this one.
What the problem with Derrick was? Is that nigga apologized.
The problem with Derrick is he apologized. So you're doing the same actions as Derrick Jackson. But Derrick Jackson was accountable. He apologized. He got caught. His wife was going through it. So I think your wife is practicing mental gymnastics because she doesn't want to be Derrick Jackson. But I'm going to wrap up this point of the reaction. We've reacted to a big enough chunk of that episode. If y'all want to see the rest, go to TashaKLive.com and pay the membership the way I did. Just to see that video. Sometimes you got to pay. Sometimes there's no way around it. This is what Tasha K said following this video.
Oh, my God. Y'all, listen. I was set up. Now, normally I'm on top of but maybe because I scheduled way too many interviews during that week that I wasn't seeing the play at hand. I feel like Anton set me up, Jan. I just feel like that. I got a lot of receipts now. You know? I think he caught me slipping. He really did. I'm gonna get him back, though. I'm gonna get you back, dog. I got you. I got you, folk. I got you. Because they said Micca was in your hotel room. I got the video. They said that you said she flew in the day after you got there. But how she wound up in your hotel room past midnight on your camera in front of a bed. Now the husband done deleted his whole damn platform. And she done lied about what the husband do.
You see that? You see that when she finally did her research, she knows everything now. Now it would go very ugly for him. It would not go the way it went. Unless she was just faking the funk and she was doing the industry stuff and now she's acting like she was really going to go in on him. I don't know if that's the case, but I'm pretty sure that's not the case. I hope that's not the case because that'd be nasty work. But now she knows. She knows, man.
Past midnight on your camera in front of a bed. Now the husband done deleted his whole damn platform.
And this is what I'm talking about. If the husband was going to do some United Front shit with her and stand up with her, he wouldn't have deleted his whole platform. This is an embarrassment. He doesn't want to be attached to this. It's embarrassing his name. She acted under her own recognizance. It was nothing to do with him. She was making these decisions and then acting like, oh yeah, he was cool with it because he knows about it. Oh yeah, you took this picture with this man courtside. Your husband knows about it before the rest of the world because you posted it. You told him you're posting it, but does it make it okay? Did he okay it? Was he comfortable with it? No, because you're the bag chaser, you're the breadwinner, and he has a small multimedia company, and it doesn't seem like he's doing too well financially. So he has to take this disgusting, pathetic excuse for a wife. Like, this is not a wife, man. If you wife a woman like this, you deserve what you get. She's not a wife. Wife by title, not by action, not by character, not by anything.
I'm getting rich.
Shout out to Elijah with the $5 super chat. He didn't even say nothing.
Again!
Nigga just dropped the money. Shout out to Elijah with the $5 super chat.
And she done lied about what the husband do. And she also lied about...
Yep, she lied about what the husband did. She started talking about... She said her husband had some upper echelon business and he was like some up there type of motherfucker. And I'm like, if he was, then you wouldn't be clout chasing a Dusty. You would not be clout chasing every celebrity out here. You would not be trying to jump on Anton's panels and get hoodwinked and finessed and get these bullshit opportunities for Corey Holcomb and no jumper that never pan out. Like, you wouldn't be a clout demon if your man was who you said your man was. And it shows. Folks just tell on their mans women tell on their man with their actions. Just the way men tell on their women with their actions sometimes. Sometimes the way you act says enough. What you say is not consistent with your actions. It's incongruent. We ain't believing.
Husband meeting you. You ain't never met the husband.
Yep, that part too.
Oh, man, they set me up. Man, I think they thought I was, like, losing my edge.
Now, when she's saying they set her up, that is cap. That is being unaccountable. You were underprepared. You didn't do your research. You didn't know the whole lore behind it before you took on the assignment. Whether that's your team's fault or your fault, you didn't have as much information as you needed to have. So that is not them setting you up. You needed to be privy to the information prior. That's on you, Tasha. But shout out to you for the material. Shout out to you for the content. Shout out to you for the interview because we still got what we need. We still got what we need. 100%. We came in here, we're like,
I'm leaving here with something. You know what I mean? I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something.
I was tired that day. You know how many interviews I did that day? I had just got off the interview with Brashear Gray family, and they unloaded all them damn receipts. It's on TashaKLive.com, by the way. Y'all got to go get that interview, okay?
Now, I didn't even react to half of Tasha K's interview. What we reacted to with Anton just now, that wasn't even half of the interview. They sat together for like 3 hours. I only had like an hour and a half in the editor, and I didn't react to like the last 30 minutes. I don't even think I reacted to an hour of that. Not even. So it's like there's a lot of that interview and a lot of things left to say, or to hear them say. So yeah, TashaKLive.com if y'all want to see that, unless she drops it on her channel. I don't know when she's gonna drop it, but yeah.
But then when Anton came in, I just wasn't ready for Anton because you know he came in with the whole plate with the security. The wife was right there, so he trying to make me think that this is all for views. But then I had my PI team go pull it because you know I'm busy these days. I ain't got time to pull stuff, so they briefed me on. I said, how the hell did we miss this? It was right here. It was right here the whole time. But it's okay. It's never too late. Never too late. I'm gonna do an Anton. You gotta come sit back down. I know you listening. I know you watching, brother. We gotta do a part 2. We gotta do a part 2, okay?
Right, let's
but
get
listen,
it,
how
man.
was Brashear? He good. He on Instagram right now asking.
If she gets that part 2, because Anton is a clout demon. Anton might be stupid enough to do that part 2. Anton goes on anybody's panel, anybody's channel that's willing to have him to hear his voice. He's trying to spread his message anywhere. He might be stupid enough to do a part 2.
Me for $10,000 to do an interview in a DM, so he is absolutely excellent. And that's a hell mother no. I said, did they not tell you? Did you not read the headlines that I ain't got no money? Wicked out here. But yeah, we're gonna have to do Anton. We're gonna have to do part 2, brother. And I will be ready. I will be ready for you. I just got
Yeah, and I need you to see how badly he speaks about black women.
Simple questions, okay? And his wife is gorgeous. His wife is gorgeous. I'll tell you what I think about his wife soon. She's a beautiful woman, okay? But you just ain't gonna play with me like you play with her. Wife soon. She's a beautiful woman, okay? But you just ain't gonna play with me like you play with her. Oh! Okay, move.
You ain't gonna play with me like you play with her. So she knows, bro, the jig is up. The jig is up, Anton.
Moving on. They said interview Mark Daly, please. He's on an NDA getting spousal support. We can't interview Mark Daly, okay? So, yeah, sorry. He don't wanna.
All right, chat. All right, I want to react to one last. This is a long ass stream, chat. This has been a very long ass stream, and this is part 2 of the part 1. So y'all can hit the like button, chat. Likes are free. Likes are free, and this has been a long, very long stream. Hit that like button, chat. Now, Anton Daniel scrubs videos in hopes to save his marriage. Oh man, there's more videos. Okay, so look, Keisha covering that. But I wanted to. Was it House of Hypocrites that has it?
Remember when Freezy dropped this particular video pointing out the fact that Anton might have bought Micca some type of bracelet?
But I just want to know one thing. Did you see what I saw? Did you see the bracelet that was on her?
I'm getting rich.
Damn. Shout out to Hirium Speaks on it with the 5 gifted memberships. Damn, shout out to Hirium. Shout out to you with the 5 gifted memberships. Maintain those memberships if you fuck with the channel.
Getting rich.
Yeah, now we got to get a members only stream now. We got the members back up. Shout out to you. Hirium Speaks on it.
Wrist? Oh, you didn't catch it, huh?
I like that bracelet you got on now. I like that bracelet you got on now. I like that bracelet you got on now.
I like that bracelet you got on now.
Everything is contractual, right?
Right there.
Do you see what I see? Do you see what I see? And not only did she wear that Talk Perspectives interview with her, she wore that Tasha K's interview too.
Yep.
Did you go to Detroit to see him for business?
I went to Detroit.
Okay, so my PayPal link is...
His wife didn't mind.
Hold up, my bad, chat. My PayPal link is in the way, but you can see it as it runs right there. Yeah, it's right there.
Are you going along to the game?
No.
But she wasn't with you that day at the game.
No, she was not.
Your husband could take another woman to a basketball game?
Tasha, we're not here to talk about my husband.
No,
we're here to talk about me.
I'm here to talk about your character.
Frieza just asked, do anyone know what type of bracelet this is?
Now, for some reason, I'm conveniently in the way. Or inconveniently in the way.
Well, I'm sort of like a motherfucking private investigator. This what y'all calling me? So this bracelet is a George Jensen.
Private, you probably did a picture search, bro. Probably typed that into some AI, did a picture search, and they popped it up. You could do it with any smartphone with ease now, but
18 karat gold forget me not bracelet, but they call it a bangle.
Yeah,
that is an interesting gift.
That's a lady tricking. You're a trick. That's true. You're a trick. You're a trick. That's true. You're a trick.
We know this. We know this.
Survey said, I'll just pay for the Buzz game.
Trick. Nah, you're a trick.
At minimum, a $3,000 bracelet or bangle. I took this particular picture, downloaded, kind of blown it up a little bit. That I ran it through something called Grok. It's an AI.
There we go.
There's some game for y'all. If you got a bad picture, put your picture in Grok and type in fixed quality, and it's gonna give you a better quality. So when I put that particular
folks are gonna be doing that to all their thumbnails now.
Picture in Grok, it gave me this better version of it. I took that better version of a picture and pulled it in Google. If I ain't know Google, you can reverse search image.
Yeah.
And Google pulls up guess what? The George Jensen gold forget me not bangle, priced at damn near $3,000. And this is another names for it. A love knot. People or brides give their bridesmaids this particular gift, which is an interesting thing. This is an interesting gift. Now you can get you a $12, $13 love knot on Amazon. But this is a forget me not.
Yeah, diabolical.
Bangle. Bracelet.
This is filthy word. This is filthy work. A forget me not, bro. Like,
that's an interesting choice as a motherfucking gift. Not only is it an interesting choice as a gift, but if my eyes are deceiving me, this could be a Louis Vuitton LV.
Yo, it's Louis Vuitton, bro.
Eclipse bracelet. And these ain't cheap either. These ain't cheap at all. Let me show y'all. Yeah, these are not cheap bracelets. Not so much intimate as that bangle bracelet, forget me not bracelet.
Nah, see, this is a 2-pack of ass. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. This is authentic gold. That's what auth sounds. This is not real gold, bro. This is not no 10 karat. This ain't no 18 karat. There's no carats behind this. This is just gold. And then these things, when you run the search from this is not even real gold. This is like majority brass and barely any gold in it. And they're living off of the name brand of LV. So LV is going to scale down on the quality of gold and scale up with the fucking bullshit ass, oh, it's LV, it's Louis Vuitton, but it's like it's not worth as much in actuality because it's not gold. The other one was worth more.
But it's still a high-ticketed gift for your goddamn friend that you never met her goddamn husband. And she accept the goddamn gift.
That's filthy work. You never supposed to.
And you never met her husband.
It's not even about meeting the husband at this point. You're not supposed to accept gifts from other men. That's filthy work.
Now she walking around with this goddamn bracelet, bangle on her wrist. And he thinking none of it. He might be thinking it's some goddamn beauty supply goddamn jewelry. Then you keep it on your wrist publicly, in my opinion, for Anton to see. Right next to your motherfucking wedding ring on your other finger. I don't know. Or maybe we just looking into stuff too much and it ain't that deep. Nigga buying you a $800, $900 bracelet. That shit pretty deep.
So the proof that we have that he bought the bracelet is him complimenting the bracelet on the show and then saying he's a trick and then her wearing it everywhere so that...
And I had to come back and record because, man, last night I was tired when I was making that video, but I had to put a little work in. It's easy to find. If it's on the internet, if it has an image of it, has a video of it, it's pretty easily to track down particular items. But I just think that's interesting that you even accept a gift like that because these particular gifts, they most definitely strategic when it comes to Anton. That's if he bought it. But the way he was speaking is like, yeah, I got you that. Like, Anton is from Detroit, where there is a heavy PIMP culture. And I feel like he really think he like that, right? And get your paper, and now you trying to live a life you couldn't live when you didn't have it. When it comes
he
to
completely changed with the money. If you heard the extended talk from with that he had with Tasha K, you got to watch it on Tasha K Live because I didn't react to it in this video nor part one. When he was speaking about Tasha not being a regular person and not being able to resonate with the regular person, not being able to relate with the other person, with the regular person. He was saying that she's very unrelatable due to her money and her status because that's how he feels. He feels like an alien compared to what he was when he was down bad and dusty and broke. Like, he's completely different. The money changed him in every way. So he projects that everybody else would also scale up the way he changed. And Tasha's like, no, she's a Southern woman. She has wholesome Southern values. She's X, Y, and Z. She sees what he's doing as fucked up. And he's trying to get, like, his mind is fucked up. Him and Adam 22. When you get in this business, you're too deep in this business on the fuckery and the no standards, and you have no principles and no foundations to protect yourself and your family, you'll end up like these goofies. You'll end up like them.
These particular women. But now you're conflating things where it may be destroying another woman's marriage. Yep. Your wife may allow you to do these things, but to an extent, for actual content, like I said before, his wife, or they making it appear that his wife is okay with these things. I think she is okay with him trolling and playing this particular character as being a ladies' man. This nigga is not no ladies' man without no paper. You know what I'm saying? That nigga, he's new to this. You can tell he's new to this by the mistakes he's making. Yep. and how the image of Micca is, because think about this.
The rookie mistakes, that's facts. The rookie mistakes that he's making, I'm like, yo, you can tell he's new to this. You can tell he hasn't done this shit. You can tell he's trying to make people feel like he's doing something while doing it and jeopardizing his situation because he's a rookie. You can tell.
The Corey Holcomb situation, when they left the show, they had the beef. There was no reason for Anton Daniels to even mention Micca was with him because she wasn't on camera. But that was his opportunity to showcase her. He was saying, oh, Micca look bad in he motherfucker. That's what he's saying.
Wow,
so,
having a wife.
I know now Micca had her own room. The hotel video I put out, she had her own room. But it does not negate the fact of what the fuck she was doing in that nigga room.
Of course she had her own room. Of course he would book both rooms so he has something to show. She has something to show her husband. He has something to show his wife. Yeah, there's 2 separate rooms, but was she occupying her room? She was drunk as hell and she was in Anton's room after hours, 3 a.m. in the morning. She didn't have to be in his room to stream. She could have done it on her own device. That's very inappropriate. Why y'all alone in a hotel room? No one knows what happens right after the stream cuts. Very suspicious. Of course, they're going to try to cover their tracks because they're hiding out in the open. This has been the worst hiding out in the open I've ever seen. The worst.
When she wasn't obligated to come stream, you know what I'm saying? When she wasn't visible. So, I'm thinking like, did Anton speak about her first? Or did she just run up and jump on camera? Coming out her goddamn room? Or was she always in the room? You feel me? I don't know. It don't look good. It don't look good now you buying motherfuckers gifts. She keeping the gifts on when she going to explain, to talk perspective about Anton. No, I don't deal with Anton no more. We were not friends. But it appears that you are wearing this trinket, this gift that he gave you, knowing that he gonna see that shit. That's why Anton hasn't said anything bad about Micca. And it just I try to be a little bit more objective about it, but every time I'm seeing this shit, this can't be for content, bro. I feel like this is a woman that was feeling him, bro.
See, this is the problem. When folks really get down and say, oh, this can't, the fact that you're even going back and forth and thinking about, can it be for content? The gaslighting it's effective because it's working on you right now. Like it's no part of this is solely for content. Of course, we're making content out of it. They're getting content out of it. It's a byproduct, but what they're doing is using the content creator lifestyle, hiding out in the open and doing some fucking bullshit. This is what it comes down to. They're violating. Her husband got completely violated. There's a reason why there's a negative outlook and backlash towards their situation, because most people know that married people should not be moving like this. Whether you're in the entertainment business, content creation, regular people, we all know. He tried to talk Tasha K out of her position. She's like, no, whether you think that I'm unrelatable, I relate in this instance. Damn, I'm fucking up. I need more water. So, folks be trying to play in faces, but
we don't know what the fuck going on at home. We don't know how often she see her husband. We don't know how much he worked. We don't know, you feel me? So maybe,
to be honest, I don't care about none of that. I care about pointing out that we have a content creator out here with 1 million subscribers, influencing, debating, having these points on various subjects, but completely faking the funk, misrepresenting who he is for a grift, fraudulent, contradictory, hypocritical while speaking down to other folks as if you are the standard to uphold. Whether their relationship lasts or not, that doesn't matter. You are not the Christian conservative that you say you are. You are a pathetic coon, panderer, tap dancing for them folks, disrespecting the sanctity of your marriage or of marriage in general, thinking that these things are okay, gaslighting the folks, calling the folks insecure as you move improper. It's funny that a person like Anton, who was in the manosphere, who cried about women in the way they moved, unruly, without a man's covering, disrespectful to the man, crying about the Will Smith shit, and then you're doing what you're doing to your wife and talking about, oh, don't be insecure, Tasha. You're making women be insecure. You're allowing them. You're saying it's okay for women to be insecure, but we're trying to run up a bag. It's like, okay, man, if that's the case, go wife up an OnlyFans thought. Go wife up an OnlyFans thought, because they're running up a bag. They're running up several bags larger than you. So they're selling themselves for the money. It's content, right? It's on camera, right? Same thing applies. Same thing applies.
She got comfortable with Anton Daniels. But look, we know she said that she been married her entire dope life, right? That begs me to ask, well, is her husband the only man that she has been with? And now she getting a little, you know what I'm saying? She getting a little bit more comfortable. Feel like she got a little bit more leeway.
No, that's not the case.
Now, it's a lot of thoughts I have about this shit. A lot of thoughts. But this odd right here, borderline disrespectful. Not borderline, most definitely disrespectful. Because they both knew.
See, this is the problem when it's entertainment. Entertainment is all great and dandy in certain sectors. We're on YouTube, so most of the people are just strictly entertaining. They don't have to live up to the things that they promote or speak on, because not everybody's a speaker or a commentator as well, or into commentary. But when you engage in this platform and majority of your topics are covering politics, you're covering relationship talks and politics. The two talks where you need people to be authentic, real, because you are cultivating a message that resonates with people, and then you galvanize a large group of people that follow that message, and they show up to the polls with that message. They vote based on that message. Their ideology and their framework is based on the message that they hear from people that they think that are organically in their community doing the work. Thinking he's really a Christian man who's building with his community, who's a millionaire, who's doing X, Y, and Z, Republican, blah, blah, blah. But really and truly, he's here to grift entertainment for these moments. None of the things he's saying is actually serious. It's not going to help relationship. He's not really giving gems for relationships, for long-term healthy relationships. He's doing this bullshit for attention, for clout. It's like there's certain fields that you can't come into the field and misrepresent certain talking points or do things for clout, attention, and fame, because you're disrespecting what the space is cultivating and what these spaces are for, especially the political space. I don't play with the political space at all. There ain't no grifting nothing for politics. He did that for the relationship space, but how are you gonna take this guy serious? He panders and tap dances for a subsect of people, and he's going to continue to sell out his own community because it's more profitable for him. So as you step into the relationship and the political space, and you're just going for straight profit and clout, not caring about the byproduct of your actions, this dumbass nigga said that he actually swung the vote for Michigan and he was responsible for putting Trump in office. He thinks he has that level of influence while being a chest out fraud. Disgusting.
What was going on? You seen when he mentioned it, she turned the camera out, giggling, laughing and shit. I don't know, man. It couldn't be my bitch, bro.
Exactly. Couldn't be me, man.
And then
she'll be released to the streets instantly. Like, what are you talking about? Divorce pending, like the thumbnail says. Like, what are we talking about?
Her husband haven't said anything. I'm pretty sure he's seen these things. Haven't said anything. But then it's like, if he say something, y'all gonna talk about whatever he say and try to flip his words. If he don't say nothing, he a simp and he's allowing it to happen. So it's like he in a lose-lose situation.
Bro, he lost the situation when he chose to wife Micca. It's not like, we're gonna hold things against him. It's like you chose to make a wife out of a woman that was not a wife. So you're gonna have to live with the consequences. Just like Kanye West with Kim Kardashian. She's not a wife, don't make her a wife, and then come complaining to us after. It's like when a nigga wife's the only fan girl, and then she starts acting all unruly and disrespecting him in the relationship, and we're like, nigga, why did you wife her? Why did you give her that power of influence over your life? You knew she wasn't a wife. Oh, you just wanted to keep having access to that pussy, so you put a ring on it. Nigga, please, miss me with that. So he's not a victim here. Well, he technically is a victim, but I'm not feeling sorry for people like this. You're a simp, bro. You got to put it in the right. You got to put it in the right perspective. This is what makes manosphere red pill niggas. They always want to blame the woman who is obviously a red flag. Was she ever moving properly? Did she ever have foundations and principles that would allow her to operate as your wife, or was she being submissive to random dudes for opportunities for clout? Stop it. You know who you wifed. You know what she was doing out there. You don't get that. So you can divorce pen all you want to save face, but hey, damage is done, man. Your wife went out sad. Your wife went out sad.
Oh my God!
If you in a lose-lose situation, you might as well go ahead and speak your goddamn truth.
If you were in this situation, divorce pending, sir. The only way you winning is divorce pending.
I will go ahead and put it out on the table and tell everybody, nah, that wasn't acceptable. But then that's gonna open us up.
Oh wow, that wasn't. I'm not dissing House of Hypocrites. I'm just challenging the points. Saying it was unacceptable and coming on air is doing nothing. Oh, that was unacceptable. Great, state the obvious. We already know that.
To be like, damn, you did all this shit and your husband didn't agree with it. So Buddy is in a lose-lose situation when it come to...
Yeah, you lost the game already. That's why he's in a lose-lose situation, because the L's already been handed. He already lost the game. Yeah, he should have chose better. Although it says he should have choice better, but yeah, he should have chose better. He should have absolutely chose better. That's on him. When they say the women should have chose better, hey, sometimes that's applicable to the men. Because women, they always say women have the access to, or they control the access to sex, men control the access to relationships. So you should have chose better is 100% applicable to men. Applicable. Wow, I really need some water. I'm very parched. Yeah, definitely very applicable. Hey, sometimes you can choose better. Sometimes it's on you. Sometimes the accountability is staring you in the face and you just don't want to take it.
God damn!
Yo, shout out to everybody in the chat. Yeah, Kanye he's definitely not either. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody that hit that super chat. Shout out to all the mods. Shout out to everybody that just got their membership. Shout out to everybody that's become a member in the past that's been holding down their membership. We definitely got to do some members-only streams before we wrap up this month. At least one before the end of the month. We got 3 days left in the month. Let's do this. Let's get it, chat. We're going to wrap up this episode, though. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Make sure you hit that like button. And make sure that you hit that hype button on some of the videos, man. Y'all get 3 hypes a week. Make sure y'all looking out for me and hitting that hype button on your most liked video. Maybe some of the clips that we chop up so they can go super viral. But shout out to everybody that's helping and putting in work for the channel. We out. Yeah. Hit that like button, chat.